in Kent, Ohio. It's the final day of the MAC regular season. We're ready to bring you Kent State and Northern Illinois. And hi again, fans. David Wilson along with my partner Ryan Cavanaugh, all of our ESPN crew. Welcome back to our coverage of college football. Ryan, big game today as we wrap up the MAC regular season. Important for Northern Illinois and certainly Kent State not ready to mail it in.
Well, the Huskies, led by Thomas Hammock, have an expectation of playing in the postseason every year. And with another win, that's exactly where they'll be, bowl eligible. And for Kent State, in what has truly been a rebuilding season with only 3 total returning starters, the effort is still there, the preparation, and Coach Kenny Burns loves what his young team has given him.
Ryan, let's take a look at our impact players in today's game. Let's start with the visitors from Northern Illinois. We'll have a chance to enjoy the work of perhaps a first-team All-MAC running back, and that's Ontario Brown.
Well, numbers don't lie, and his numbers are good enough to be first-team All-MAC. Here's a couple of them. 4 games with over 150 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns of over 46 yards or more, which means he's a threat to score anytime from anywhere. And if Kent State wants to pull off the upset, they've got to find a way to slow down Ontario Brown.
For Kent State, Ryan, when we talked with the Northern Illinois coaches this week, one name kept coming up over and over, and that's the fine nose tackle of the Golden Flashes, C.J. West.
Well, he's got tremendous size, 6'2", 315 pounds. He's very, very good against the run. But for a guy his size, playing interior on the defensive line, he can get behind the offensive line. 6 tackles for loss, 2 sacks on the season for C.J. West.
And with that, we are ready for football today here in Kent, Ohio. 39 degrees. It is chilly. The winds are fairly calm at the moment at the game's outset. Kent State won the toss, deferred to the second half, and so Northern Illinois will receive the opening kickoff of today's game. Great to have you with us for this college football Saturday and some action between Kent State and Northern Illinois. Billy Dozer and Trayvon Rudolph are back deep. This will be Rudolph, and he will fair catch it at about the 4-yard line. Northern Illinois will send that offensive unit out. Ryan, they are coming off a shutout win against Western Michigan, but they've had a couple of extra days of rest. I found it interesting when we talked to the coaches. They said we used that extra time just to refine our techniques.
Yeah, especially with some of the younger guys on the roster. But it's always a luxury with you play those midseason MAC games. You get 10 days off in between, and that comes in handy, especially because of the Thanksgiving holiday.
Get a look there at Rocky Lombardi. He'll be the quarterback for Northern Illinois. A lot to unpack. When you talk about Rocky Lombardi, there's Ontario Brown. He breaks off a big run on the first play of the football game, a foot race at midfield, and gets run out of bounds near the 35-yard line. 40 yards, Ontario Brown, what a start.
Well, Coach Thomas Hammock this week told us, David, as you look at the excellent blocking at the point of attack, he told us that Ontario Brown has 10 rushes of 40 yards or more. So let's make that 11 now after the opening salvo from Ontario Brown.
Brown ran out of bounds by Bryce Shepard to keep him from taking it all the way to the end zone. Northern Illinois, 1st and 10, now in Kent State territory at the 36. So officially a 39-yard run. Probing the interior of the line. A short run there for Gavin Williams, the junior out of Altoona, PA, tackled by Collie Saunders of Kent State. So this Northern Illinois team, 5-6, 4-3 in MAC play, in need of a win today to become bowl eligible. So a lot on the line for the Huskies. Flashes are 1-10, looking for their first conference victory of the season. Trying to get win number 1 in the MAC for head coach Kenny Burns. There's the snapback. Lombardi's first strike of the day. Caught on the outside near the 24-yard line. Cam Thompson makes the grab, number 87.
Thompson started his collegiate career at Eastern Illinois from Boardman, Ohio. Rocky Lombardo had all kinds of options available to him on that play. Several people on either side of the field were open.
Right now you've got a guy at quarterback, Ryan, in his 7th year of college football. Little sweep. The give on the right, short gain there. Northern Illinois carried.
That's Kyle Thompson coming on the sweep, Dave. And it looked like Kyle Thomas just got moving a little bit faster than his legs were ready for it, and he tripped himself up, but he had a nice hole. So far, I'm very impressed with this veteran offensive line for Northern Illinois and the job they're doing up front.
Thomas is 6'2", freshman, wide receiver. That's Brown in the backfield. Thomas, the man in motion. Brown bouncing. It's plowed over at about the 20, so no gain on that. It'll bring up a third down for Northern Illinois. They have been successful on 41% of their third downs this year. Collie Saunders making another stop for the Golden Flashes. Take a look here, Ryan, at what's at stake in this game. We mentioned it earlier. Northern looking for their first or a sixth win that would get them into the bowl picture this year. Just underway, 11:45 and counting. Lombardi, out of Clive, Iowa, started his career at Michigan State. Sets to throw, man wide open, and dropped. It would have been a sure touchdown. That was Gavin Williams out of the backfield. Incomplete, fourth down. And it looks like Northern Illinois will have to settle for a field goal attempt.
Well, this is a really nice pass by Lombardi. Sometimes you're just too open. And that time, Gavin Williams twisting, turning, nobody around him, and it just bounces off his hands. But they got exactly what they wanted offensively.
Field goal kicker for Northern Illinois is Cannon Woodhill. There's number 92 on his jersey, 10 for 13. Line of scrimmage is the 19. 36-yard attempt. There it goes. And it is up. It is perfect. No question about it. 3 on the board for Northern Illinois as they strike on their first drive. Kent State will have a chance to answer when we come back.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools.
What I feel in my heart during the Subaru Share the Love event, it's just so rewarding.
We believe in love, not just our customers, but also our community.
And the Subaru Share the Love event is truly an example of that.
Over $285 million donated is phenomenal.
It absolutely sets us apart from all other car companies.
Right now, get a new Subaru, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
Stand out from the crowd with training from Universal Technical Institute. As an official training partner for top brands worldwide, UTI has relationships with some of the nation's top brands like BMW, Ford, Freightliner, and more. No matter your passion in transportation, skilled trades, or energy, we have 15 training options for you. And with $15 million in scholarships and grants available this year to those who qualify, there's never been a better time to get started. Visit uti.edu today.
This doesn't make sense.
It does to me, Mom.
You're a smart kid. Why do you want to do this?
I love it. You know that.
Okay, but why this way?
Because I want to take on the world's toughest hackers. And this is where it's done. So, what do you think?
Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus.
Northern Illinois with a 3-0 lead early, 11:27 to go here in the opening quarter. You see these teams have some history, Ryan, including in the title game of the MAC in 2021 and even back in 2012.
Yeah, absolutely. Northern Illinois was able to redeem themselves from a loss in the regular season here at Dick Stadium when they knocked off Kent in the championship game at Ford Field up in Detroit.
Northern Illinois 22-8 all-time against the Golden Flashes, including wins in 11 of the last 12 matchups. It was a 41-23 victory in 2021 in the title game at Ford Field. This one we brought back out of the end zone on a deep kickoff by the Huskies. Nice return out close to the 30-yard line. That's Bryce Shepard. Xavier Williams getting the return. Nice return out of the end zone. Stopped by Deron Gilbert on special teams. Here come the Golden Flashes. Lost at Ball State last Saturday 34-3. Were held under 100 yards of offense. Their lowest total since a game at NIU back in 2011. Here's Devin Cargman. Cargman, 6'3", 217. You see some of his numbers on the screen. New Jersey product, hit as he threw the ball, nearly intercepted. Almost came down to the hands of Jordan Hansen, the safety, but big-time pressure by that Northern Illinois defensive line on Cargman.
Well, this is Cargman's second time starting at the collegiate level. Had a start last year in the big rivalry game against Akron, and you see the pressure. It will be the matchup I'm most interested in, Dave, is the front four, front six of Northern Illinois against a very young Kent State offensive line.
Ray Thomas was putting the pressure on Cargman that time. Nice run by the Flashes. The first handoff of the game.
Well, I mentioned this offensive line. That time they ran around the right end. That's where number 72, Cecil Wilson, is making his first start. They've had a lot of injuries up front, and this is a very young group. They have 4 freshmen or redshirt freshmen starting on the offensive line this afternoon.
Cargman, a very successful high school career at Woodrow Wilson High School in Camden, New Jersey. I believe this is Thomas wearing number 12. I think I heard the announcement is Jalen Thomas. So Thomas with the first 2 carries. He'll split time today with Gavin Garcia. And talking with offensive coordinator Matt Johnson this week, Ryan, we were told expect to see a heavy dose of those Kent State running backs.
Well, they've lived up to it so far, and it's working. I mean, you get 5-6 yards on first down. That's exactly what you want. It opens up the playbook, and it's going to help out your young quarterback as well.
Here's Thomas to the outside on 2nd down and 4. They're going to gang tackle him behind the line of scrimmage. So he could not get to the edge. Northern Illinois with the great pursuit. George Gums, the defensive end, leading the charge there. We'll see it again right here, Ryan.
Yeah, you see Gums just stretching them out, and then the cavalry arrives. And just as much as I said it was 5 or 6 yards on first down, now they lose it, and it's 3rd and long.
3rd down and 9. The Flashes have struggled on 3rd down this year, just 27%.
Keep an eye on the slot receiver, Luke Floria.
He has really filled the void with the loss of their star receiver, Krishan McCray, who is out for the day today and the rest of the season. Sunny skies, 39 here in Kent. 3rd down pass goes way over the head of the receiver in the area, sails into the Northern Illinois bench. 4th down and 9, and the Flashes will have to punt. So far, a 36-yard field goal has been the scoring, 3-0 Northern Illinois. Jeremy Valentine is the referee today, heading up the crew, making the impartial calls in this MAC battle. Josh Smith back to punt this one away for Kent State. Line of scrimmage, the 43, and a fair catch at around the 17-yard line. We'll take a timeout here. Northern Illinois looking for bowl eligibility. We're early today at Kent State, 3-0 Huskies.
Live sports.
Natasha? Natasha? Is that how you say it? You look, Wow. I mean, wow. 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 Well, thanks. It's Old Navy. Wow. What'd you say?
What I feel in my heart during the Subaru Share the Love event, it's just so rewarding.
We believe in love, not just our customers, but also our community.
And the Subaru Share the Love event is truly an example of that.
Over $285 million donated is phenomenal.
It absolutely sets us apart from all other car companies.
Right now, get a new Subaru, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
Rated T for teen.
When did you last really feel something? Beyond the everyday. Beyond the extraordinary. Beyond imagination. Feel it now on PlayStation 5.
PlayStation.
There is a house in New Orleans. They call
Your story, your poem. The new red parfum, Ralph Lauren. At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time.
That's our move. A new season of women's college hoops on the networks of ESPN.
Well, some of the Hardy fans are here today supporting the Golden Flashes. It is a chilly one, 39 degrees. The sun helps a little bit, Ryan, but you need to be layered up.
Let's just say it looks a lot warmer with the sun than it actually is, because it is cold outside. Thomas Hammock, though, we just saw moments ago on the screen. He's going to deal with the cold as long as they can find a way to get a W here and play for another week. He talked about it this week, his players, and how much fun they're having, and they don't want this trip to end. And as we look at Rocky Lombardi.
He said the joy level for the Huskies is like week 2. Lombardi back to throw, sets up, fires a deep ball downfield, one-on-one coverage, incomplete, over on the boundary line. He was looking down there for Kyle Thomas again. Defensive coverage provided by DJ Miller, the corner, who tracked Thomas all the way down there toward the boundary line.
Really nice job by DJ Miller.
2nd down and 10 now. Lombardi had to be excited to get back here to Dick's Stadium, Ryan. He had an absolute banner day, setting a MAC record. And, of course, a Northern Illinois record. It's a little wildcat to Brown. He takes a direct snap and a great open field tackle by Josh Baca, the free safety, who came knifing in and took out Brown. So Kent State wise to that. It forces a 3rd down and about 8 to go. Anyway, Lombardi wowed the college football world with a 532-yard passing performance back on the 3rd of November of 2021. That was that loss that you mentioned earlier, Ryan, despite Lombardi's heroics, 52-47. Flashes won that game, but Lombardi had a career day on this field.
Well, Rocky can sling it. Always has been. A guy who can throw it.
Pressure coming, and he somehow gets away from it, throws a pass, caught for 1st down yardage at about the 31-yard line. A late find, Grayson Barnes, the 6'5 junior wide receiver, was there as a emergency outlet, and they get the 1st down.
That's a veteran level of awareness to know where you're at on the field, as Rocky went right up to the line of scrimmage, didn't pass it, and then went to the sideline while staying behind, so he's still able to throw a forward pass and looking for a guy downfield, which he was able to find.
Flashes had him surrounded, but could not bring him down. The drive moves on. 3-0 Northern Illinois. 7:13 to go, 1st quarter.
Kent State stacking the box.
Flanked by a pair of running backs. Brown gets the handoff, runs over the right guard, and It's cut down after a pickup of about 2. Marcus Winfield made the stop for Kent State, the junior. Kent State has battled all kinds of injuries on both sides of the ball, Ryan, but Kenny Burns felt their defensive line is probably the most intact unit.
Yeah, that's fair to say. They just lost Alex Branch in the back half. He's been one of their leaders. You got Caleb Johns, Devin Nicholson, 2 linebackers are out.
2nd down and 9 for Northern Illinois. Lombardi, little pump fake. Now a man breaks wide open. That's Trayvon Rudolph. Makes the catch, steps out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 18, make it a 28-yard strike, run out of bounds by Xavier Coakley.
Rocky Lombardi looks really good thus far, coming out firing. That was a great pass up the sideline to Trayvon Rudolph.
They're in Kent State territory now. On the run, Gavin Williams reverses direction. In fact, Lombardi kept it after the fake to Williams and gets a nice run all the way close to the 29-yard line. In fact, they give him the 28, and that is a first down.
Yeah, Rocky will run it a little bit. It's just it just keeps the defense honest. Although that game 2 years ago when Northern Illinois lost, he had 3 rushing touchdowns on this field. So they're not afraid to call his number. 2 tight ends for the Huskies.
He has scored 4 on the ground this year. And some movement on the line draws our first flag. So we'll hear from Jeremy Valentine.
First down.
We'll go against the Huskies.
And Kyle Thomas, he's coming out of the game now. But when you get a wide receiver jumping off sides like that, it's offensive coordinators generally not too fond with that.
Rocky Lombardi, Ryan, has thrown for over 7,000 yards in his college career, 5,000 and change with Northern Illinois. So, as you mentioned before, he is a body of work that has been very impressive as a Husky. Rudolph catches a wide receiver screen pass in the flat and then hops over a man and gets out of bounds near the 24-yard line. It was Shepard on the defensive coverage, but Northern Illinois marching and seemingly getting anything they want right now.
Good blocking by the wide receivers. Take a look at this on the edge. And Rudolph just slices in between them. Really runs out of real estate. Bryce Shepard tried to take him down. But everything's clicking right now for Northern Illinois, both pass and run. As I mentioned, I think Rocky Lombardi looks great today.
Northern averaging 24 points a game. Snap again, directly goes to Ontario Brown. Breaks to the outside, 15, 10 to the 5, and steps inside the pylon for a Northern Illinois touchdown.
Northern Illinois right now is taking advantage of multiple sets and formations and a little bit of trickery as they send Rocky Lombardi out in motion. And before the defense has a chance to react, it goes right to Ontario Brown, running behind Evan Malcor and J.J. Lippy on the left side.
A 24-yard touchdown run.
10th of the season for Brown, and what a season it's been.
This is his 22nd career touchdown. Kick on its way by Cannon Woodhill. It is up and good. That makes it 10-0 NIU. 4:07 to go here in quarter number 1.
Really nice work blocking there.
Can't sleep.
Just a lot on my mind.
I can't sleep either.
It only gets tougher with age.
Mom, what?
Well, knowing Progressive can protect your home, auto, and business should help you relax.
Good, because I could use a good night's sleep.
Me too. You know how early a chimney sweep gets up every day?
Wait, is this all a dream?
Why would Jamie be in my dream?
I am America's biggest spokesperson.
Debatable.
I said biggest.
Well, he's got you there.
Nobody can do the
has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
When you're launching a new product with a tight deadline,
2 weeks?
Grammarly's tone suggestions can help motivate your team with a positive approach. Because you know we got work to do. Looking good, team. When it's time to pitch your product to clients, a more personable and friendly approach can help sell it. And look, they bought it all. With Grammarly, getting the tone just right makes a big impact on your team's success. Download at Grammarly.com today.
This holiday season at PetSmart, buy 3 dog treats and get the 4th free. Plus, earn double the points on all holiday treats, toys, apparel, and more with PetSmart Treats Rewards.
Yes, I do anything for you.
PetSmart, anything for pets.
There he is, Ontario Brown, the junior out of Savannah. A nice touchdown run. First TD of the day for Northern Illinois. You see some of his superlatives this season. Ryan, one of the best in the league.
Yeah, well, speaking of superlatives, Thomas Hammock had some of those for him. He complimented him on his visions, his patience, and then his explosiveness through the hole. All 3 attributes we've seen early in this contest. And the best part about Coach Thomas Hammock, who was an all-MAC running back himself, is he told him, Ontario Brown, I think you can be even better.
Kickoff for Kent State, taken by Williams at about the 7. And runs into a pile at about the 22-yard line. Flashes will try and answer. We've got Devin Cargman starting today, the sophomore out of Camden, New Jersey. Ryan, Tommy Ulatowski out, their original starter from this season. Mike Alaimo out with injury. And so you hang your hat on Cargman in this regular season wrap-up to, number one, try to get you a win to head into the offseason with some momentum, but mainly just some game experience that you cannot simulate in practice.
Yeah, and we mentioned the offensive line. Starting left guard, Dustin Morrell is out. Starting left tackle, Jimto Obadegwu is out. And that's why you see these freshmen starting. So you've got a young quarterback with a young offensive line. You mentioned earlier Krishan McCray, who's one of the best wide receivers in the MAC. He was lost for the season a few weeks ago. So you got a lot of opportunities for young people, and I think that's kind of what's Coach Kenny Burns is looking at this afternoon, is get some of these young guys some real game reps that'll be critical in the growth of the program.
2nd down and 9 from the 24-yard line. Another running play, and Northern has that blocked well. Maybe a loss on the play. Bring about a long 3rd down.
It's a tremendous effort by Ray Thomas, the defensive end, to track him down. It's not often. There's number 4, Ray Thomas. You don't see defensive linemen leading the team in tackles. In fact, I think Northern is the only FBS school where a defensive lineman leads their team in tackles. It's Ray Thomas, and you can see why. That was a terrific play, tracking the running back down from behind.
Thomas out of Racine, Wisconsin. Northern jumping. This is a free play for Kent State. Deep ball downfield, incomplete. Nearly picked off on a diving attempt. But that one will come back. Northern was offside. Be 3rd down and 5 coming up after the walk-off.
Yeah, Nate Valkerseld, the
offside.
Free safety.
Defense number 58. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
He laid out for it. Great effort, even though perhaps he knew that Skylar Gill Howard had jumped off sides and it was a free play. I like the mindset of Cargman. Take a shot, throw it up.
Cargman appeared in 6 games last season. This is his 3rd game action this year. His second collegiate start. Line drive pass. Nice grab by Floria. Brought that one back down, helmet high, and manages to get first down yardage to the 39. That's a pickup of 11. Nice grab, finally tackled by Jaden Dolphin. And the Flashes get their first down.
What a play, acrobatic catch by Luke Floria. He's a guy that offensive coordinator Matt Johnson called consistent, and he's got a heavier workload because of the previously mentioned Krishan McCray.
31st catch of the year for Floria. Now a nice run right up the middle. Gavin Garcia's first carry of the day, the sophomore. Jordan Hansen made the stop. Garcia up to 490-plus yards, so closing in on the 500-yard mark rushing this year. A couple of touchdowns. 6 yards there, 2nd down and 4. We're at 1:40 to go here in the first quarter. Cargman, another nice run. Garcia breaks into the open field, deep into Northern Territory, and finally cut down at about the 23-yard line.
Excellent job up front with this young offensive line, opening the holes for Garcia. Look at the patience of Garcia, and then he explodes through the hole. Nice job by Gavin Garcia, providing a spark in the run game for the Golden Flashes.
Turns into a 42-yard pickup. Just what the doctor ordered for Kent State. Operating now in Northern Illinois territory. Looking to answer here. Down 10 early. Golden Flashes looking to play the role of spoiler here on this final day of the regular season. That's a steady diet of Gavin Garcia. Modest gain there. Ray Thomas gets another tackle. No NIU lineman has ever led the Huskies in tackles, but Thomas has a chance to do that.
Unfortunately for the Huskies, he's not going to get another tackle here as his helmet came off, and he had to leave the field. But he's been nothing short of outstanding. Makes so many plays on that defensive front.
He's down there with Devontae O'Malley, James Esther, and George Gums. Esther, in particular, the defensive tackle, wears number 1. He got a lot of praise from the coaches during our conference calls. Cartman loads up, fires it to the back corner, right side. Leaping attempt incomplete. That's going to be the final play of the first quarter. Looking for Floria in the back corner of the end zone. They'll switch ends, and this drive for Kent State will continue when we come back for second quarter action.
Live sports.
What I feel in my heart during the Subaru Share the Love event, it's just so rewarding.
We believe in love, not just our customers, but also our community.
And the Subaru Share the Love event is truly an example of that.
Over $285 million donated is phenomenal.
It absolutely sets us apart from all other car companies.
Right now, get a new Subaru, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
People are choosy, and people can choose from different types of COVID-19 vaccines, too. The Novavax COVID-19 vaccine adjuvanted is a protein-based choice. It has not been approved by the FDA, but it has been authorized for emergency use as a COVID-19 vaccine for people ages 12 and up. The Novavax vaccine is not an mRNA vaccine. Instead, it uses traditional protein-based technology to help protect against COVID-19. Don't get the vaccine if you've had an allergic reaction to it or its ingredients. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Cases of myocarditis and pericarditis have occurred. Side effects may include injection site reactions, fatigue, muscle pain, headache, joint pain, nausea or vomiting, and others. Ask your doctor or pharmacist if this vaccine is right for you. Find the Novavax vaccine and fact sheet at findnovavax.com.
This holiday season at PetSmart, buy 3 dog treats and get the 4th free. Plus, earn double the points on all holiday treats, toys, apparel, and more with PetSmart Treats Rewards. PetSmart, anything for pets.
When disaster strikes, what really matters? It's not walls, pipes, or sheetrock. It's not rugs or furniture. What matters most is getting you back on your feet. And you deserve a company that knows what matters. Belfour, restoring more than property.
It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time.
That's our move. A new season of women's college hoops on the networks of ESPN.
Stay right left! Short clear.
Do you really want to go through with this?
Absolutely.
You've always stood up for what you believed in, but this?
What could mean more than this? So, Mom, what do you think?
Well, we head on to second quarter action here in Kent, Ohio. Golden Flashes and Northern Illinois Huskies. Get a look there. A little more information about that shutout last week. Thomas Hammock just said, hey, look, we played a complete game in all phases.
What shocks me the most when you look at that graphic is that it was their first shutout in over 4 years. I am also impressed with them holding Western Michigan to only 24 yards on the ground. Kent State's had more than that on this drive with Gavin Garcia himself.
10-0 NIU. Golden Flashes have the ball. They'll start out with a 3rd down and 8 with the football just outside the red zone at the 22. Only touchdown of the game so far, and a Terrio Brown TD run. There's Garcia, and tried to stay right in the middle. But again, that's going to be a challenge. Now, Northern was saying they thought the ball might have popped out, but I think Kent State will still have it. But looking at a 4th down, running in between the tackles, going to be a little bit of a challenge today simply because of the inexperience on that offensive line.
Yeah, they're playing it safe there on that 3rd down play.
Have a field goal attempt here from Andrew Glass. It'll be a 40-yarder. And it's a fake. They flip it to Glass. Running hard to the 20, to the 15, out of bounds, 1st down. Golden Flashes, Andrew Glass takes the flip from Josh Smith. A perfectly executed fake. And the drive lives on with the Golden Flashes. 1st and 10 at the 14.
What a great job by Justin Holmes on the outside, getting a block, which allowed Glass to get the 1st down yardage. We spoke with Thomas Hammock this week, and he said that the concern was the unknown. Would they fake a punt, an onside kick? How would they try to steal possessions? And Kent State does it. Looks like it's going to be under review, though, to see if he picked up 1st down yardage.
I'm sure we'll get another look at it here during the review. Our replay official today is Dennis Jackson. Had a chance to chat with Dennis before the game. So they will look it over here, but what a great job on the snap, and holder Josh Smith just sort of an over-the-shoulder flick of the ball, and Glass took off running.
Yeah, so I think they're looking at whether he was in bounds and what the yard to gain was.
It was a 4th and 8.
I'm going to take a look at it here. I mean, that looked like an easy 1st down, and they're already...
Field stands is called 1st and 10, Kent State.
Yep.
Ball on the 14-yard line. Well, this is where Northern Illinois will try and dial up their strong suit, which has been defense. They have held opponents to 2 or fewer touchdowns in games 7 times this year. It has been their calling card. Golden Flashes, some movement.
Yeah, I think Cam Golden, the left tackle, got moving a little early.
Now Golden playing on the other side, moving over from right tackle to left. Ryan, what kind of changes does that mean for a player? Is that a difficult transition?
Well, you know, he was the backup coming into this game, and due to the injury to Jim Toe, he had to move over. But certainly your kick step in the opposite way, you know, you're always protecting your outside as an edge lineman. So now instead of, you know, right foot back on the right side, getting that speed pass rusher on the other side. So it is different, but he's one of the more veteran players on this offensive line.
Jalen Thomas tiptoeing right through some traffic. Got the penalty yardage back. Tackled by Jaden Dolphin. 2nd down and 8. Ball to the 13-yard line. Kent State trailing Northern Illinois 10-0. They've had a faked punt on this drive on 4th down to keep the drive going. Jamil Gardner out wide left. Floria in a slot position on the left. Thomas in the backfield. Cardman hands it to him. Plowing forward to close to the 10-yard line. Maybe a pickup of 3 before his forward progress is stopped by Deron Gilbert, the linebacker.
You know, this is really interesting right now from an offensive play calling perspective. Matt Johnson, offensive coordinator for Kent State, is this 4-down territory? They're down inside the 10. You faked a field goal to pick up a 1st down and extend the drive. I'm not sure they want to walk away with 3, Dave. I think they want to get 7 points here with this deep of penetration in Northern Illinois territory.
Tight formation, all the receivers on the right. Cardman to throw it. He'll fire it for Floria, and he goes up in traffic, gets it. It's a touchdown, Kent State. 9 yards to Luke Floria.
What a catch by Luke Floria from Mentor, Ohio, as he looks at his hands and says, how did I pull that off? What a terrific catch. This was excellent coverage, and I think he one-hands it with his left hand. Take a look at this replay. Brings it in, but that was beautiful coverage on the outside by Profit. Just better offense by Luke Floria.
Floria with his 4th touchdown catch of the year. PAT kick up and through by Andrew Glass, who had the 1st down run to help set up that touchdown. Golden Flashes are on the board. NIU by 3.
Live sports.
The love that goes into a Subaru comes out when Subaru and our retailers share the love. 116,000 animals supported, 3,300 wishes granted, 4.3 million meals provided, and over 400 national parks protected. Be a part of something bigger. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
Rated M for mature.
When did you last really feel something? Beyond the everyday. Beyond the extraordinary. Beyond imagination. Feel it now on PlayStation 5.
PlayStation.
In the wilderness, fearless and human. Sauvage, Elixir, Dior.
That Mace is the fragrance destination.
After a long night of bringing home the bacon, there's nothing wrong with a nice, smoky nightcap. After all, it's 5 a.m. somewhere. Hormel Black Label Bacon. Make it.
It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time.
That's our move. A new season of women's college hoops on the networks of ESPN.
Luke Floria, the senior out of Mentor, Ohio, catches the 9-yard pass. That caps a long drive, Ryan Cavanaugh. 12 plays, 77 yards. That's exactly what Kent State wants to do and keep the Northern Illinois offense on the sideline.
Yeah, it was a terrific catch by Floria, but Kargman, to his credit, he placed the ball where Floria had a chance. And then, just have your wide receiver make a play, help you out. And that's what Luke Floria did. And that's really, you said it, Dave, 12-play drive. That's what Kent State wants to do. They came in here intent on running the football. That drive, they did it especially well with Gavin Garcia.
Kent State has lost 8 consecutive games. Their only win back on the 9th of September, a win against Central Connecticut State here at Dick Stadium. So they are playing to try to break that skid. Touchback here. Northern Illinois will come back out with a 10-7 lead. And again, for the benefit of those maybe joining us late, the factor today most on the minds of Huskies fans getting that 6th win, which means you are in that bowl-eligible field of 82 teams.
Yeah, it's there's Coach Thomas Hammock. Like we talked about it, that's the expectation for this program. Hammock's been there for a while. They've had a lot of success. Of course, they were bit by the injury bug last year, including Rocky Lombardi, which kind of submarined their season a little bit when Rocky went down. He's so important to this offense as he heads back out on the field for another Northern Illinois drive. Got a guy wide open.
Lombardi throwing downfield. It's a jump ball and tipped around a couple of times and grabbed. And they say now the ball hit the turf. Kyle Thomas down there tracking it, but could not hang on to it. We'll get a look at the tip drill here on the replay. Look at this.
Pass interference. Defense number 27. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is a first down.
They gave him the catch.
They gave him the catch.
Yeah, what a play by Kyle Thomas. The concentration to stay with it, tipping the ball up. It was an interesting type pass there from Rocky because he was open in a window, and instead of putting it on a line, he threw it deep, but he didn't put enough on it, which allowed the safety to come over and contest that play with Kyle Thomas. And then we've seen both teams have wide receivers help out their quarterbacks and make terrific catches.
So a huge gain there. Ontario Brown broke off a big 40-yard run earlier, plus a 24-yard touchdown.
Josh Baca came up to try to tackle Ontario Brown, and he put a little shimmy shake on, made him miss.
Stretch Carroll ended up making the stop for Kent State. So an incredible catch by Kyle Thomas. I saw one of the back officials coming in waving his arms as if it was going to be an incompleted pass, but Thomas deserved that catch.
Yeah, I thought on the replay it was a good catch. I'm glad they got it right.
11 to go, second quarter, 10-7 Northern Illinois. Operating in Kent State territory. Lombardi starts to run for it, and he is grabbed around the waist and forced down to the turf by C.J. West.
Another potentially tackle for loss, but look at the big man, the agility. Read it all the way, gets it on Rocky Lombardi. He was not fooled by the play fake.
C.J. West out of Chicago, Illinois. Came into today's action with 37 stops on the year.
One of only 3 returning starters from last year on this Kent State football team.
Ball is resting at the 27. Northern Illinois in their white jerseys. Lombardi, a line drive pass over the outstretched arms of Grayson Barnes downfield. That'll force a 4th down. We'll see if they decide to kick. This would be a 44-yard attempt. Cannon Woodhill kicked one earlier. His high on the year is 49, so this is in his range.
Think there's a chance they fake it? Rarely seen back-to-back faked field goals.
Comes the snap from Isaac Hatfield. Bad snap, picked up by the holder, Tom Foley. He tries to run for it. He'll be swarmed over. Well, Mr. Cavanaugh, they didn't want to fake it, but it did not work out in their favor, and Kent State is fired up after the big stop.
As they should be. It's Josh Baca who's going to come and shut it down. You see, not a terrible snap. It's a little high. Foley just mishandles it, and Baca from the opposite side tracks him down. As Foley cuts back, Baca's there. You know, we talked to the coaches, Kenny Burns, and the coordinators this week, and everybody from the Kent State side said, you would not know what our record was, or this is the end of the season. It felt like week 3. These guys are competing, and they are coming out here to win the game, as they have every single week.
Devin Cargman leads him back out. He'll step back to throw it. There goes a deep spiral downfield. A lot of hand fighting down there. No flags. I believe that was Gardner, the intended target.
Yeah, that is Jameel Gardner, and he's another guy, along with Luke Floria, that's stepped up his production to replace Krishan McCray. As we look at Devin Cargman, what a high school career he had.
7,999 yards passing as a high school quarterback.
I mean, you got to ask your coach to get you one more yard.
Just if maybe, Ryan, if he had just tried a little harder on that last pass.
Yeah.
That's Garcia near the 35-yard line, a modest pickup of about 3.
Gavin Garcia is only 5'8", 187 pounds, but when he needs to put his head down, he'll do it. He'll run right into you.
Tyler Jackson, the linebacker, made the stop. Flash is looking at a 3rd down and 7. All at the 35-yard line, operating in their own territory. 10-7 NIU.
Keep an eye on the tight end, Justin Holmes, to the left of the formation. He's got some of the best hands on the team for Kent State.
Cargman takes a low snap. Fires downfield. Floria got a hand on it, could not haul it in. Stride for stride down there with Jason Profit, the junior from Pompano Beach. Is able to break up that pass. And it's 4th down and 7. Punting unit will have to come on for Kent State.
It looked like Floria was going to be able to bring in his 3rd dynamic catch in this, really early in this game. And good job defensively to rip the ball out.
Tom Foley is the punter. The line of scrimmage is the 35. A fair catch will be taken at the 25. A 40-yard kick. No return. Husky ball. When we come back, we'll take this time out. Final day of the MAC regular season. Kent State trailing Northern 10-7.
Live sports.
Oh, sick headphones. Mine barely work. Oh, these are great. You should get them. I know. I really need a new pair. See ya.
I want to spend my life with a girl like you. Till that time has come that we might live as one. Can I dance with you?
Don't like surprises? Proactive notifications from Fidelity keep you tuned in all day long. So when something happens that could affect your portfolio, you can act quickly. That's Decision Tech. Only from Fidelity.
Boom, 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 boom. Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time.
That's our move. A new season of women's college hoops on the networks of ESPN.
Born in the wild. The magic alchemy of woods and spices. Rare. Intoxicating. The soul of Sauvage. Elixir. Dior.
Well, there you get a look at first-year coach Kenny Burns, graduate of Indiana University. And, he was telling us this week, Ryan, 1-10, not his ideal record, but he feels this year he has been able to take that important step of establishing the culture that he wants to build here at KSU.
He's the man for the job. The reason being Wyoming, Western Michigan, Minnesota, those were all rebuilds. And for two of those, he was with PJ Fleck. And he's learned those lessons. Now he's assumed the role as the head coach in a rebuild here at Kent State. And he calls this season year zero. Because there's so much work to be done, he's creating the culture, and he's saying his message to the players is, this is your program, you guys take it over, I'll coach you, but you guys have to have that ownership, and that's exactly what he's gotten from the Golden Flashes this year.
Here's Ontario Brown, always a threat to open up a big gainer. And he gets close to the 35-yard line, a pickup of 9. Second down and 1 for NIU. A 10-7 Northern lead as we approach the halfway point of the second quarter. A long way to go here today, but I think overall a good start for Kent State, getting that touchdown. They've been able to stop Northern a couple of times, and that just builds confidence. Brown will shift around Lombardi, who has thrown for almost 2,000 yards this year.
Ball's
Fumble
down
on the play. It's scooped up by the Golden Flashes. That was picked up and returned all the way to the 10-yard line by DJ Miller. The cornerback, Johnny on the spot, was able to scoop it up. Did not take it all the way to the house, but what a big play for Kent State. And it just looked like the exchange went awry between Lombardi and Brown.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if Rocky pulled it late or Ontario Brown tried to hang on. Either way, mesh point issue. The ball comes out and Kent State is in business. Everything's going Kent State's way right now. Convert on the fake field goal. They get a stop on Northern Illinois' last field goal due to the mishandling the snap, and now a turnover deep in Northern Illinois territory.
So they start in the red zone at the 13-yard line. So Devin Cargman will hand it on a sweep, and it's a reverse. This is Floria with it. He was thinking about throwing it to the 10, to the 5. He is at the goal line, and he is in for a touchdown. TD Kent State. And the Flashes take the lead 13-10. A lot to unpack on that play, partner.
They are saving nothing in the playbook for next week because there isn't one. All hands on deck. They run a reverse, a double reverse, attempted pass. Floria hangs on, keeps it himself, and gets the second touchdown of the afternoon. Wow.
Andrew Glass will be out for the PAT, trying to make it a 14-10 ball game. 7:53 to go, second quarter. Luke Floria, what a run. A kick up on its way, and he nails it. And the Flashes indeed have a 4-point lead. We have 7:53 to go before halftime. We'll talk about this play more when we come back.
What even is this? Don't touch my things, gross. Janice, when you bundle your home or renters with your auto, Progressive provides 24/7 protection for almost everything you own. But do you really need my weighted hoop? It's for my snatched waist. It's my dog chaise lounger. Foot treadmill. That's my Tuesday chalice. Purse that says purse. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. I can't live without oxygen. Solid gold coffee machine. Lake making kit. Really? Can Progressive cover that too? Yes, but... Hi, it's Janice. I'll take 5. Is my voice on TV right now?
Oh, sick headphones. Mine barely work. Oh, these are great. You should get them. I know. I really need a new pair.
See ya. I want to spend my life with a girl like you. Ba 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 ba. Till that time has come that we might live as one. Can I dance was with you. Ba 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 ba.
Boom, 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 boom. Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do. This holiday season at PetSmart, buy 3 dog treats and get the 4th free. Plus, earn double the points on all holiday treats, toys, apparel, and more with PetSmart Treats Rewards.
Yes, I do anything for you.
PetSmart, anything for pets.
Well, what a play drawn up by Kent State on the reverse to Luke Floria. And Ryan, you could tell about every 5 yards he still wanted to throw the football, but no one was open, and he just does muscle in across the plane.
And credit quarterback Devin Cargman for a block inside the 5-yard line. Without that, Floria doesn't get in the end zone. I'm always shocked when a guy with a football is past the line of scrimmage and will pump fake and the defense falls for it.
Goes down as a 13-yard run for Floria. He's been the MVP for Kent State so far today, no question about that.
He's having a terrific game so far. And you can see the confidence growing in Floria.
Andrew Glass with the kickoff. Fair catch taken by Trayvon Rudolph. And so a little under 8 minutes to go, second quarter. Northern will try and answer. Now, what do you want to see here from Rocky Lombardi?
What I liked was at the beginning of this game where they were mixing the pass and the run really well, because it looks like every time Rocky drops back to pass, he's got receivers open, and that opens up the running game in Ontario Brown, and they've kind of gotten more one-dimensional running the football. But most importantly, they got to hang on to the ball.
The fumble turns into almost immediate Kent State points. 14-10 Golden Flashes on a chilly day here in Kent. There's Brown running behind his big offensive line blocker, but cut down quickly there by DJ Miller. DJ had the scoop on that fumble earlier. That got Kent State the ball at the 13-yard line. Second down and 9, 1-yard pickup for Ontario Brown. Played his high school ball at Beach High School in Savannah. Sounds like a nice place. Getting lined up on the wide receivers on the outside. And Lombardi takes the snap. There it goes downfield. And knocked away. Nice defensive play turned in by Kent State. The last second there, Capone Blue was able to knock that ball away.
Excellent coverage by Blue. Perfect position. Not a bad pass by Rocky. Gave his wide receiver a chance. He just wasn't able to bring it in because Capone Blue was draped on him.
I believe that was Rudolph who was the intended target downfield. Trayvon Rudolph has really not gotten going in this game. 44 catches on the year.
Yeah, he only had the one earlier in the first quarter, but they tried different ways to get Rudolph the football. And they'll keep trying.
Third down and 9 for NIU. Lombardi on the move, trying to stay behind the line of scrimmage, but no one is opening up down there, and he ends up sprawling out of bounds close to the first down marker.
Yeah, looking over at the side judge, looks like they're going to mark him about 2 or 3 yards short, whether he stepped out of bounds, and there you see Rocky limping a little bit. But you can't fault the effort. Look at that effort.
Landed right on his back.
He's a competitor.
I will send the punting unit on, Ryan. Fourth down and 2 from the 33-yard line for NIU. Kent State leading here 14-10. Looking to pull the upset. They are going to review that play to see where Rocky might have gone out of bounds. See Thomas Hammock there in his 5th year. Kenny Burns on the other sideline. Both have spent time as an assistant at Minnesota, among other places. Go back to that play here, Ryan.
Yeah, let's see where his. So where I mean, he was in bounds at that point. It's going to be really interesting to see where they spotted, because I was looking at his left hand. Did his left hand go down out of bounds prior to the ball getting past the sticks? And I don't think it did. His feet looked to be in bounds as well.
Well, this could end up being an important decision here. Be the difference maybe between a first down and a punt.
After review, the ruling on the field stance is called. It's 4th down.
All right, so 4th down, and the Huskies will give the ball up. 6:32 to go here in the second quarter. Well, beautiful, bright, sunny skies here in Kent, but it is chilly, 39 degrees at game time. The winds really have not been a factor yet, but I see the flags moving a little bit more than what we had at the outset of the game. Here comes the punt from Tom Foley. He does get the kick away. Pretty good hang time. And a fair catch taken by Luke Floria. And the Flashes will have the ball and the lead. They'll start out at the 28-yard line. We'll take a timeout. More action to come from Kent, Ohio after this break.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library.
The love that goes into a Subaru comes out when Subaru and our retailers share the love. 116,000 animals supported, 3,300 wishes granted, 4.3 million meals provided, and over 400 national parks protected. Be a part of something bigger. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
It's the first time all 30 are all in to conquer a brand new bracket in the new NBA Cup. Who's going to be first to take it? It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time.
We're an unflinching, undeniable force.
Just can't say enough about it.
My goodness! That's our move. A new season of women's college hoops on the networks of ESPN.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus.
Kent State leading it here 14-10, and it's been well documented, one of the teams in America with the fewest returning starters. In fact, tied for fewest with Colorado. And got an interesting fact on that, Ryan.
Well, I do. Sean Lewis, the former head coach at Kent State, is now the offense coordinator at Colorado. Well, Colorado only has 3 returning starters. They do have 2 guys who started at Kent State last year. So they're not returning starters for Buffalo, but they were from Kent State. Now playing offensive line, that'd be Jack Bailey and Savion Washington, 2 of their offensive linemen.
Garcia ran into a wall there. It's a loss of about 2. 2nd down and 12 as Kent State starts this drive deep in their own territory, now at the 26-yard line. Need to get to the 38 for a first down. Devin Cargman changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Cargman has thrown a touchdown pass today. He's ready to throw, and there goes a deep ball downfield, and incomplete. Jameel Gardner, the intended target, he was lobbying for a flag. Amarian Knighton with the coverage back deep, number 29 for Northern Illinois.
It's a good coverage by Knighton. And, I will say this, the officials, both guys are hand fighting here, and Knighton's allowed to have that spot. But the officials are letting him play on the outside. There's been a lot of contact going up the sideline between the wide receiver, and I like that. I'd rather have them, let these guys battle it out a little bit.
3rd down and 12 for the Golden Flashes. 14-10 KSU.
Northern Illinois showing blitz. We'll see if they try to heat up. Devin Cargman. Now they back off.
4-man front ready to come charging. And that is Garcia breaking to the outside. Looks like he has first down yardage. Steps out of bounds at about the 39-yard line. That will move the sticks. Forced out of bounds by Mohamed Jama.
What a job blocking up front. You see that offensive line creating a hole. Tristan Bittner, rather, playing left guard, and Cam Golden left tackle. But 3rd and 12, gutsy call to run it to Gavin Garcia, but they know what they're doing. Picked up just enough.
3 true freshmen and a redshirt sophomore joining Cam Golden, the redshirt senior, on the offensive line for Kent State. And keeping it on the ground, Garcia. We have not yet seen Xavier Williams line up in the game, number 2.
Ron Gilbert with the tackle. Transfer linebacker from Lafayette by way of Brother Rice in Detroit, Michigan.
Flash is looking at a 2nd and 5 here. 14-10. Luke Floria with a touchdown catch and a touchdown run. He has accounted for both touchdowns for Kent State, looking to snap an 8-game losing streak. They're having trouble getting the play in. Play clock at 2. They did get it off, and Cargman will throw it. Man is wide open for Kent State. That's Trell Harris. Shakes a tackle at the 25 and then plows forward and gets dragged down to the turf at about the 17-yard line.
Just blown coverage by Northern Illinois. Cargman identifies it, keeps it, and flips it up the sideline. You see nobody's around Trell Harris. Makes a man miss. Finally dragged down. Kent State back in the red zone and back in business.
It's a 26-yard pickup all the way to the 17-yard line.
Felt like a lot longer than that. Trell Harris was just lost up the sideline.
Here we go.
He wasn't lost. The defense lost.
No question about it.
You got to know where Flory is.
It's Garcia moving up the middle to about the 15-yard line. Dragged down by Ray Thomas. Devin Cargman, by the way, tossed his first career touchdown pass in a game against Long Island University last year, and the receiver, Trell Harris. So the 2 hook up again here for a big first down for Kent State. They're in the red zone.
So Luke Floria, wearing 0, is in the slot, standing at about the 20-yard line. He'll obviously move up to the line of scrimmage, but keep an eye on Luke Floria. Clear connection between him and Cargman.
Cargman is a big man, Ryan, 6'4", 217, a sophomore, and a timeout taken by the Golden Flashes here.
Well, the play clock has expired. First charge, timeout.
Saw that the play clock was winding down and decided to take the timeout and not risk a 5-yard delay of game. That is their first timeout, so each team has 2 remaining here in the late stages of the second quarter. Now, Kent State 14 and Northern Illinois 10. Some of your thoughts on what we've seen from Kent State so far today?
Well, it starts with the aggressive play calling, emptying it out. They're playing advantageous defense. When the ball's on the turf, Kent State ends up with it. And, obviously the drop snap by Northern Illinois was a break for them, but they are throwing the kitchen sink at Northern Illinois right now, and they're playing with a lot of fire. Love the intensity of Kent State. They just seem to want it more at this point. And you would think it'd be the opposite, as Northern Illinois has an opportunity for another week, another game, if they can pull off the win here. But it looks like Kent State, with the energy they're playing with, that they're the team trying to be bowl eligible.
We'll see what they dial up here on 2nd down and 7. That's Floria in motion. Garcia, sort of a delayed handoff. That play just did not develop very quickly, and no hole for Garcia.
Good play by Skylar Gill-Howard. Defensive line. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah. Skylar Gill-Howard, a redshirt sophomore.
Reset 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Well, we got another timeout. Football will be resting at the 14-yard line. 3rd down and 7 for the Golden Flashes. They are 3 of 6 on 3rd down today. But just going back to your point, Ryan, Northern Illinois with an edge in total yards, an edge in time of possession. But Kent State with a 4-point lead.
Well, they've started with some short fields, and they've, again, been able to make some things happen with some trick plays. This is, 3rd and 8? And if you're Northern Illinois, you have to be ready for anything right now.
3 receivers set for Kent State. Devin Cargman making his 2nd career start. It's Trell Harris getting a little shovel pass, and he's dragged down near the 5-yard line. Looks like he has plenty for the 1st down. The Golden Flashes will move the sticks. It'll be 1st and goal.
And again, Kent State just looks like they want it more. They're moving at a faster speed. Trell Harris certainly was. He got away from Esther and pushing forward, but you see there's just a different level of energy that Kent State's bringing right now.
Looks like there's a Flashes player shaken up, and that is Trell Harris.
Well, we spoke earlier when the teams came out at the number of Kent State players not in uniform. They have certainly struggled with staying healthy this year. On the 3rd quarterback alone, offensive line, you lose starting center Nolan Rumler as we take a look. That just looked like he landed awkward as one of the defenders was hanging on to him. That's Ray Thomas. But Nolan Rumler was slated to start at center. He was a Michigan transfer from Akron-Hoban down the road. He's out. And we talked about the left side of the offensive line. Both out for this game.
1st and goal here from the 6-yard line as the Flashes look to extend a 4-point lead. Devin Cargman slaps his hands, puts the football in the hands of Garcia, runs into a pile of bodies near the line of scrimmage.
James Esther making another play.
Esther, 42 tackles, 3 sacks on the year. Described by the NIU coaches as the best player we got.
Reset 1 minute, 45 seconds on the game clock. Thank you.
Well, he's playing like it right now, and I think he is a play on Sundays type guy. James Esther from Cass Tech, one of the more established schools in the Detroit area when it comes to football programs. You can expect to see about 8 or 9 players from Cass Tech going Division I every year.
The semifinalists for the Campbell Trophy in college football, best defensive lineman.
He's putting up the numbers. This is between C.J. West for Kent State and James Esther. We're looking at 2 of the better interior defensive linemen. Of course, Ray Thomas on the outside as a defensive end is special as well.
Northern Illinois looking to dial up a goal line stand here, or at least a couple of plays here, keep them away from the goal line. 2nd down and goal from the 6 for Kent State.
They go right to Gavin Garcia in the Wildcat. They're going to have movement.
Ball start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
They got Cam Golden on that one.
1 minute and 45 seconds. Thank you.
What happens sometimes, David, is when they go to the Wildcat, this offensive line is hearing a different voice and a different cadence. And that can often cause offensive linemen to jump because you get used to the same voice, you get used to the way he being the quarterback snaps the football. That time, Gavin Garcia in the Wildcat, and he's going to stay there. Cargman split wide left.
They snap it to Garcia. He'll keep it and run it. And lowers his shoulder at about the 6-yard line. Mohamed Jama in the way for Northern Illinois. And I think Kent State will use a timeout. So the wheels turning here on every play. The Flash is now at 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. 1:40 to go. NIU used that timeout. So they have no timeouts left. Kent State with 2.
And I would go back to what we spoke about earlier prior to Kent State scoring. Is this 4-down territory? You know, they do have a 4-point lead, so a field goal is significant to make it a touchdown lead. But when you get this far, this deep into your opponent's territory, and frankly, there's a game to be won, but there's not a whole lot after that. There's no bowl, so this is your bowl game at this point. And in bowl games, they're so much more apt to go for it on 4th down, leave everything on the field. Garcia.
It will be Gavin Garcia again. He gets maybe to the 3, then he ends up in the end zone saying he was never down. But we'll see how they sort this out. Garcia just bounced off the pile, felt he never went down, and now the officials will obviously confer here and decide if that was a 7-yard TD run or not.
Question 2 is, he's trying to say he's on top of somebody. But the question is, did the whistle blow? Because assuming they blew the play
dead. The ruling on the field is that the runner's progress was stopped before the ball came loose. It's 4th down.
I don't know that the ball came loose.
That was news to me as well, Ryan. But they say the play was stopped with forward progress being halted.
And you see Kenny Burns there saying, hey, let's wind the clock. Let's go. Because he doesn't want to give Northern Illinois any time left. Offense for now, Dave, staying on the field.
Now 4th down and 3. 4th down and goal from the 3. Late second quarter. We have a minute to go here at Dick Stadium in Kent, Ohio. Final day of the MAC regular season. Northern Illinois trying to win for the 6th time. Kent State will use a timeout here. So this may be tied for the longest final 2 minutes of a first half in a MAC regular season finale in history.
I think we're in the middle of it.
They are trying to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This is a big turning point in this game. If Kent State can punch it in here, they could potentially walk into the locker room with an 11-point lead.
Yeah, I'm looking at that huddle, looking to find Andrew Glass, the kicker, to see if he's going to head out on the field. And I believe he is.
So Glass will come out. Looks like the Flashes will try and take some points here. Ball is resting at the 3. This will be a 20-yard chip shot for Andrew Glass, who is 13 of 15 on the year. Long snapper is Gus Goodell. Josh Smith is the holder. Here comes the field goal attempt, and he puts that one right through the uprights. And Kent State has a 7-point lead on the field goal by Andrew Glass. The Wheeling, West Virginia product extends the lead, and with 54 seconds left, NIU will get the ball back. But, boy, what a half it's been for Kent State.
They've played very well. I'm sure they wanted to come away with 7 points there, but for Kenny Burns and his team to have a 7-point lead now, there's still some time left, as you said. 54 seconds left in this half, and with Rocky Lombardi at the helm for Northern Illinois, they're going to throw it. They're going to try and get after it and put some more points on the board before the half. Now, the last time we saw Lombardi, was when he dove for the first down and got up a little shaken. So we'll see what condition he's in. I assume he's going to be back out there.
All right, we heard from the coaches, as we do every week. We have to take care of the football. And the fumble helped set up one of Kent State's touchdowns. So that has been a big turning point in the game. Kent State was able to collect the ball on the 13-yard line. Deep kick here, and Trayvon Rudolph will catch it at about the 3-yard line. Angling to the middle of the field, looking for an opening. Found a couple of blockers, and he'll work his way out to about the 24. Nice 20-yard return for Trayvon Rudolph. We'll see what Northern will do here with this 44 seconds. They do not have any timeouts left.
It'd be interesting to see how aggressive they want to get. I think they're going to go pretty aggressive. Clock does stop to set the chains in the final 2 minutes of each half. So as long as Lombardi completes passes down the field, they'll have time to get up on the ball and either spike it or run another play.
Rocky is back out there, named for the great Pittsburgh Steeler Rocky Bleier. And no relation to the great Vince Lombardi of Green Bay Packers fame. They'll go to the sideline. Pass was caught, and it is a good catch at about the 31-yard line.
Good job. It's Jalen Johnson keeping his feet in bounds, doing the sideline toe tap, and just like that, 5 seconds, 12 yards.
Johnson is a guy that Northern is very high on. They just need him to stay on the field. He's battled some injuries. He'll stay in and line up wide right. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Northern in their own territory, trailing by 7. Rocky Lombardi back to throw. Good protection. Post pattern right down the middle of the field into triple coverage. Looking for Dane Partridge. Incomplete. The flashes bracketed him. He had a big punt return for a touchdown last week. First time he's been targeted as a wide receiver today.
Take a look at this pass. Just effortless flick from Lombardi. You said into triple coverage, but what I see is not only that, but the ball hitting Partridge's hands. You cannot throw a football better than Rocky Lombardi just through that one.
Dane Partridge, the local product out of DeKalb, Illinois.
Father.
Second down and 10, yeah. Second generation Husky. Lombardi. Middle of the field, sliding attempt incomplete. That was, again, Jalen Johnson. C.J. Harris on the defensive coverage for Kent State, number 37.
Well, Rocky's giving him a chance here. Beautiful job. Throwing against his body a little bit, trying to get it to Jalen Johnson, and that's a ball that should have been caught. 2 in a row. But when you got Rocky Lombardi, I mean, he is a true gunslinger. You always have a shot here, and I could see him taking a shot deep here. 27 seconds in the half.
41 touchdowns in his career. Gavin Williams on the carry right in between the tackles, and that would tell you that they're going to probably be content with trying to get this one to the locker room. 18 seconds, though, and Kent State will use a timeout since it is 4th down.
And you run the ball there to make Kent State burn one of their timeouts. You don't want to give them the ball back off an incompletion, and now you're punting and they have a couple timeouts, or one rather, because now they're out of timeouts. 21 seconds. You got to max protect if you're Northern Illinois, and I would be surprised if Kent State didn't take a crack at it and try and come after this punt.
Lombardi today 6 for 12. Cargman for Kent State 4 of 10. But as we saw on that drive, Lombardi's percentage should be perhaps a little bit higher.
And I don't think those are the only 2 drops this afternoon for Lombardi. He's played very, very well. His receivers need to help him a little bit.
Punt from Tom Foley. Fair catch taken by Floria at about the 22-yard line. 15 seconds left. And few words exchanged on that punt coverage.
Probably just talking dinner plans.
Nothing much comes of it. So Kent State does successfully get the ball back, and they hold as that Northern offense had a shot in the final minute. And so just another feather in the cap of Kent State as they get ready to take this one into the locker room.
Yeah, unquestionably they're going to take a knee here and be happy with the 7-point lead.
Cardman kneels down. Northern has no more timeouts, and that'll do it for the first half. And here in the regular season finale, Kent State trying to shock the MAC and knock off Northern Illinois and dash their hopes of bowl eligibility. And it's 17-10, Golden Flashes. Stay tuned. Our halftime show is just ahead. Second half action in just a little while, right here on ESPN's MAC Football.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals.
What I feel in my heart during the Subaru Share the Love event, it's just so rewarding.
We believe in love, not just our customers, but also our community.
And the Subaru Share the Love event is truly an example of that.
Over $285 million donated is phenomenal.
It absolutely sets us apart from all other car companies.
Right now, get a new Subaru, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
We're building a better postal service for more on-time deliveries and easier, affordable ways to ship so you can deliver even more holiday joy. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America.
Undisputed UFC titles on the line, and this card is absolutely amazing.
This is MMA at the highest level. Let's go!
1-8 co-main event.
Hey, I'm leveling up. Too much was never enough. If I said it was up to this what? Fireworks are guaranteed.
Are you not entertained?
I'm leveling.
This is just unbelievably stacked. I'm so excited.
We're an unflinching, undeniable force.
Just can't say enough about it.
That's our move. A new season of women's college hoops on the networks of ESPN.
It's the first time all 30 are all in to conquer a brand new bracket in the new NBA Cup. Who's going to be first to take it? It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time.
Jimmy, my man up there, we are not going to stop chasing the dream to beat cancer.
You're stronger than you know.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
They say there's a first time for everything. And this November proves it. It's the first time all 30 are all in. 6 groups where 8 teams advance.
These teams have all the star power
to conquer a brand new bracket.
This is must-see TV
in the new NBA Cup. So the question is, who's going to be first to take it? It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time.
That's our move. A new season of women's college hoops on the networks of ESPN.
This card is absolutely amazing.
Fireworks are guaranteed. Let's go! I'm leveling up.
Are you not entertained?
If I said it was up to this what? This is MMA at the highest level.
It's halftime here as the Northern Illinois Huskies visit the Kent State Golden Flashes. We'll come back in just a moment and take a look at first half highlights. Stay with us.
What even is this? Don't touch my things, gross. Janice, when you bundle your home or renters with your auto, Progressive provides 24/7 protection for almost everything you own. But do you really need my weighted hoop? It's for my snatched waist. It's my dog chaise lounger. Foot treadmill. That's my Tuesday chalice. Purse that says purse. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. I can't live without oxygen. Solid gold coffee machine. Lake making kit. Really? Can Progressive cover that too? Yes, but... Hi, it's Janice. I'll take 5. Is my voice on TV right now?
Oh, sick headphones. Mine's barely work. Oh, these are great. You should get them. I know. I really need a new pair. See ya.
I want to spend my life with a girl like you. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Till that time has come that we might live as one. Can I dance with you? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Boom, 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 boom. Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
Amanda?
Hi, Amanda. Come on in. Nice to finally meet you.
Thanks so much for inviting me in.
Come take a seat.
Fashion always came easy to me. But when the fashion critics told me to play it safe, I decided to call an audible. Does that make me a fashion icon? Sure, but inspiration is everywhere if you're listening.
Ignite your imagination. Audible.
Natasha? Natasha? Is that how you say it? You look, wow. I mean, wow. Wow. Well, thanks. It's Old Navy. Wow. What'd you say?
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen. Cannonball!
It sure is Miller praising in grass. Praising in the grass, he said, yes, baby, can you hear?
Rated teen.
I was abducted by the RDA. Now that I'm free, I'll fight for Pandora.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, available December 7th.
PlayStation.
Spam and eggs. And noodles. That's one steamy love triangle. Sizzle, pork, and mmm.
It's halftime here in Kent, Ohio. You know, non-scholarship athletes or walk-ons are a critical part of every Division I program. They don't get the national recognition, but their teammates know their value to a program.
He is the most selfless teammate I've ever been associated with.
They're all in. They go all out. Earned, not given. We talk about it all the time.
When a walk-on finds out that their talent and effort are being rewarded with a scholarship,
We've never had a walk-on make that wall.
the moment is always made more memorable by the reaction from their teammates.
We still haven't, because he's going to put on stuff.
But this off-season, on this campus, it was the action of one teammate that made the moment possible.
If guys don't have each other's backs, then I really don't think that you truly are a team. Everybody matters.
Eastern Michigan offensive lineman Zach Conti has spent the last 4 years as an Eagles walk-on. But headed into the 2023 season, he was getting first-team reps and was the projected starter at left tackle.
He doesn't bring attention to himself. He just goes about his work. He's made a massive commitment to be here.
Over the years, Zach has come up with different ways to cover his college expenses and keep his football dreams alive.
Hey, here we go.
I've been working landscaping ever since 2019. It's been like my most consistent income. I also rip out tile for my father and then rip out carpet as well. And I've also donated plasma before. It was exhausting, but I knew I wanted to play football, so it was all, this is what I got to do it.
We'd see him come home at night with wheelbarrows or, mounds of dirt in the back end of his truck. He was going to walk away and probably jump in the transfer portal to see if a smaller division would help him with scholarships.
Two-time captain and right tackle Brian Dooley has been on scholarship and a starter for the Eagles since 2019.
Zach is not the person to ask for help. I told him, I was like, good things are going to come, just keep working.
We're at 85 scholarships, and no matter how many times or how many years I go to the NCAA and say, yeah, but man, I'm just telling you, we need 86. The answer is no. You have 85. Until Brian Dooley comes into my office.
Zach, still having a walk-on as your starting left tackle, it just didn't sit well with me. I knew I had to do something for him to help him out.
And he said, Coach, I am willing to give up my scholarship and to give it to Zach Hunt. Where are you, Dooley?
Yeah, see? Let's go!
First thing he said to me was, love you, brother. And I said, love you back. It was an unbelievable moment.
I mean, it wasn't, a folded piece of paper that said surprise. I mean, it was the scholarship. So it was awesome.
I just wanted to say I love all you guys. Brian, I appreciate you so much, brother. That's what I'm at.
Some people say, why do it? And it was because I know Zach. I'd do it again for him. He's a brother to me. I just couldn't let him walk away from something that he's built here.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library.
Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
Amanda?
Hi, Amanda. Come on in. Nice to finally meet you.
Thanks so much for inviting me in.
Come take a seat.
Fashion always came easy to me. Then I transitioned to television, and the fashion critics said, play it safe. No bright colors, no chest hair. So I decided to call an audible. Because when I'm around beautiful garments, I'm not creating a look or a style. I'm telling a story. My inspiration? A weekend spent with a lumberjack. London's sprawling underworld. It's It's everywhere if you're listening.
Now get the best of Audible for just $5.95 a month for 4 months at audible.com.
The love that goes into a Subaru comes out when Subaru and our retailers share the love. 116,000 animals supported, 3,300 wishes granted, 4.3 million meals provided, and over 400 national parks protected. Be a part of something bigger. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
With Fidelity Active ETFs, the potential is in the name. Active. Active pursues opportunities, explores possibilities, and adapts to shifting markets. Take a more active approach with Fidelity Active ETFs.
Rated teen.
I was abducted by the RDA. Now that I'm free, I'll fight for Pandora.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, available December 7th.
PlayStation.
Well, an upset brewing here at Kent State as we welcome you back to Dick Stadium. It is halftime, 17-10. Kent State trying to snap an 8-game losing streak. Northern trying to pick up their 6th victory to become bowl eligible. David Wilson along with Ryan Cavanaugh. Ryan, let's take a look at some of the first half highlights. We start out with a nice 24-yard touchdown run by Ontario Brown.
Yeah, this is what we were expecting, is a heavy dose of Ontario Brown, and right away on the first drive they go down. Kent State, we were also expecting them to pull out all the stops, and they did here with a fake field goal to get the first down yardage.
So Glass runs it for a first down, and here's a nice grab by Luke Floria.
He's had a beautiful afternoon thus far. And how about, speaking of beautiful, how about Kyle Thomas and the circus catch off the hand of Rocky Lombardi?
Tipped about 3 times, and it was ruled a catch. Bad handle there on the snap and hold for a potential field goal. And then how about this? Kent State taking advantage of the fumble. C.J. Harris brings it back to the 3-yard line, the 13, and then the reverse.
Yeah, the reverse looking for a pass out of Floria, puts his head down, gets into the end zone for the second touchdown of the afternoon for Luke Floria.
So Kent State leading it by a score of 17-10. We'll take a look here at our first half stats. We'll do that when we come back. Stats and third quarter action coming up right after this timeout.
With Fidelity Active ETFs, the potential is in the name. Active. Active pursues opportunities, explores possibilities, and adapts to shifting markets. Take a more active approach with Fidelity Active ETFs.
Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
Fashion always came easy to me. Then I transitioned to television, and the fashion critics said, play it safe. No bright colors, no chest hair. So I decided to call an Audible. Because when I'm around beautiful garments, I'm not creating a look or a style. I'm telling a story. My inspiration? A weekend spent with a lumberjack. London's sprawling underworld. It's everywhere if you're listening.
Now get the best of Audible for just $5.95 a month for 4 months at audible.com.
Amanda?
Oh, hi, Amanda. Come on in. Nice to finally meet you.
Thanks so much for inviting me in.
Come take a seat.
Huh. Okay. You look glitzy, glammy. Super snazzy. A real saucy boss. Dynamite. Don't I know it? Style maestro. Thanks. It's Old Navy.
The love that goes into a Subaru comes out when Subaru and our retailers share the love. 116,000 animals supported, 3,300 wishes granted, 4.3 million meals provided, and over 400 national parks protected. Be a part of something bigger. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
The only microwavable bacon of its kind is here. Raw to crispy in a few electric minutes.
Well, the Golden Flash is leading at 17-10. We welcome you back. We are ready to get third quarter play-by-play going. David Wilson along with Ryan Cavanaugh. Greg Wilson in the booth is our spotter. Our producer is Mike Bacon. John Staley, our director. Almost said Mike Bachman, who's done a lot of producing for us in the past. Kent State gets the ball to start playing in the third quarter, and this will be brought back by Xavier Williams, and he comes to a sudden stop at about the 15-yard line. Ball might have come loose, but they say Williams was down. Boy, a big hit applied there, Ryan, to stop Xavier Williams.
I think that was Navase Sanders.
Now, Northern Illinois seems to still be celebrating, and the officials are talking about this as we get a look at the replay.
Yeah, they seem to think that the ball came out and they recovered it. What a
The ruling
hit.
on the field is that the runner was down before the ball came loose. 1st and 10, Kent State.
So the Golden Flashes will keep it. Total offense in the first half, Ryan. Northern Illinois, 28 plays, 215 yards. Kent State, 33 plays, 172 yards. But really the stat that jumps out to me, Kent State 4 of 8 on third down conversions. That's an area they have struggled in this year.
Yeah, they've done a nice job this afternoon, as well as 1 for 1 on fourth down, I believe.
That's exactly right. They are going to review that play upstairs. So we'll get another look at it here. See the big hit by Sanders.
Now there's the knee. Oh, that is so close. You see that ball moving as the knee goes down. Yeah, it was a really, really close call.
Well, the Huskies immediately started celebrating and pointing. All of those normal, we recovered the football motions.
Well, the ball came out, no doubt about it, and Northern Illinois ended up with it. We're going to get the official announcement, though.
After reviewing the play, the ball was loose before the runner's knee was down. It is a fumble recovered by Northern Illinois. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
What a break for the Huskies, and it all goes back to that big hit.
Yeah, well, that was a big-time hit.
So the Huskies bring the offense back out with Rocky Lombardi. He'll be under center here with Ontario Brown in the backfield. They start in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And this is Brown territory here. Trying to turn the corner, and the Flashes string it out and push him out of bounds all the way over on the far side of the field. Again, DJ Miller, the Iowa State transfer, runs Brown out of bounds.
You know, Ontario Brown had such a strong first half. He had 5 carries for 68 yards in the first quarter, rather. Only 3 carries for 13 yards in the second quarter, and I look to see Coach Thomas Hammock and his offense try to establish the run with Ontario Brown. That's when they're at their best, is when Brown is running and Rocky's throwing.
Kent State up by 7. Just underway third quarter. Lombardi back to throw. A short pass over the middle, broken up. Intended for Dane Partridge. Bryce Shepard is a guy who's been getting high praise from the Kent State coaching staff.
Yeah, he's gotten so much better throughout the course of this season. He transferred from Division II, Notre Dame College, after spending his time in high school, not too far from here at Stowe High School. And, that's the portal. You go down to Division II and bring him up.
That is Shepard's 7th PBU, pass broken up this year. Lombardi on third down. To the end zone, leaping attempt, flag down, pass was caught for an apparent NIU touchdown. Grayson Barnes.
There's a lot of hand contact from both Barnes and the defender.
A 16-yard strike if it stands.
Defense number 27. That penalty is declined. Touchdown.
Pass interference against Kent State. Northern says we don't mind. We'll take the play, and Grayson Barnes has his 4th touchdown reception of the season, and Northern Illinois an extra point away from tying it up.
We just talked about Bryce Shepard. He's 5'11". Grayson Barnes, 6'5". So Rocky throwing it up, taking advantage of the size advantage from Barnes.
Woodhill kicks it up and through. The 1-point convert ties it up at 17-17. Golden Flashes will have the ball when we come back with third quarter play-by-play on ESPN.
What even is this? Don't touch my things, gross. Janice, when you bundle your home or renters with your auto, Progressive provides 24/7 protection for almost everything you own. But do you really need my weighted hoop? It's for my snatched waist. It's my dog chaise lounger. Foot treadmill. That's my Tuesday chalice. Purse that says purse. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. I can't live without oxygen. Solid gold coffee machine. Lake making kit. Really? Can Progressive cover that too? Yes, but... Hi, it's Janice. I'll take 5. Is my voice on TV right now? Amanda?
Oh, hi, Amanda. Come on in. Nice to finally meet you.
Thanks so much for inviting me in.
Come take a seat.
Rated teen.
I was abducted by the RDA. Now that I'm free, I'll fight for Pandora.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, available December 7th.
PlayStation.
Northern Illinois forces a turnover, turns it into an immediate game-tying touchdown. And you see what's at stake here, Ryan, with the bowl eligibility battle, and Northern trying to make it 6 MAC teams to play at least one more game.
Yeah, that'd be terrific for the conference. Of course, Toledo has been the blue blood recently with Miami and Ohio. It seems like they're always up there, and I love what Bowling Green and Scott Leffler's doing. But Coach Thomas Hammock has been so good in his 5 years as the head man at Northern Illinois, and I don't know what he said to the troops at halftime, but they came out fired up on that kickoff and then turned the turnover into a touchdown, and they've now tied up this game. But I thought the first half ended a little bit lackluster in the effort department from Northern Illinois.
Well, it only took them 3 plays to go 16 yards after the fumble recovery. And so Kent State will try and respond here. We're only a minute into the third quarter. We're all tied at 17 apiece. Chilly day here in Kent, Ohio. It's great to have you with us for our coverage of MACtion here on ESPN. And it's going to be a great championship game next week with Toledo and Miami. No question about that.
Those two programs know each other so well. It's no surprise either that they have 2 longer tenured coaches in the MAC. Big hit coming up.
Garcia wiped out by Jordan Hansen.
Gavin Garcia has given good production to the Kent State offense. First half, 65 yards rather, on 12 carries. That was his 13th of the game.
He picked up 2, 2nd down and 8 for the Golden Flashes. 1-10 on the year. They had a crushing defeat against Akron just a few weeks ago with a late comeback by the Zips. Nice pass over the middle on a little slant. It's pulled down by who else? Luke Floria to the 31-yard line. That's a pickup of 4. In fact, they'll give him more on the play. It's good for a first down all the way out to the 36-yard line. Pickup of 9.
Good pass by Cargman, putting it right in front of Floria, because Jayshon Prophet was all over the back of Luke Floria, but it's hard to find a guy with the level of hands that Luke Floria has.
Garcia thought about bouncing to the outside, tried to turn it upfield. Modest gain, long 2nd down coming up for the Golden Flashes. Tackle by Tyler Jackson, the linebacker. Transfer out of Lamar.
Looked like Gavin Garcia stepped out of about 5 tackles. Didn't travel very far. 1 yard gain, but he had to work for that yard. I probably would have just went down.
Again, Kent State running the football behind that makeshift offensive line, and they've done a nice job. As you mentioned, some of Garcia's running totals. He's getting up there over 70 yards. And that time, again, could not open up a hole as the Northern Illinois defensive pressure won that battle.
They're playing with a lot more fire and energy in this second half, and I'm talking about the Northern Illinois defense. You can see the defensive backs are flying up. Ray Thomas is coming out of the game. It looked like he might have gotten shaken up a little bit. There's Ray Thomas, the leading tackler for the Huskies. But Skylar Gill-Howard comes in, he's provided some great production, especially in the pass rush game. This is a big 3rd down for Kent State. You don't want to give the ball back to Northern Illinois this early again.
Cargman feeling the pressure. On the run, hits Floria, who dove across the boundary, and it's a catch at the 47-yard line. A pickup of 9, another first down. Floria drug a foot as he crossed over the boundary, and now Kent State trying to hurry up to the line.
See, they got to see the official there letting him substitute in. But they don't want it to be stopped to see if it was a catch or not, and I think that's what's happening. Replay officials upstairs.
Ruled as a catch. That play is under further review.
I'll see if Floria got his foot down. I'm sure we'll have a look at it, Ryan. Another great grab. Floria reaching as far as his arms could go to corral that ball from Cargman.
Floria is such a talented wide receiver. We mentioned Menor High School. That quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, hails from there. And Floria originally, as a senior, he was committed to Boston College, decided at the last minute to flip to Kent State. This might be a better angle here, Dave.
Field level look. Play official will have his work cut out for him there. It's very close.
Luke Floria just continues to improve and continues to make dynamic catches like that. Now, whether he gets his foot in bounds or not, the level of difficulty of that is extremely high.
1st and 10, Kent State.
One more angle here, Ryan, that might give us a better viewpoint. It has been ruled a catch. You see his left foot on the turf. Unbelievable.
Luke Floria, have a day, young man. You had the one-handed catch earlier in the end zone.
First and 10 from the 47-yard line. Devin Cardman loads up a spiral on the near side. Gardner makes the catch at the 15 and shakes a tackle. Gets close to the 6-yard line before he stepped out of bounds. They'll say the 8. That's a 45-yard pickup for the Golden Flashes, and they're in the hurry-up right now, Ryan.
Well, the tempo's working for them. Jameel Gardner making a great catch down the sidelines, and Cargman's starting to cook a little bit from the quarterback position.
There's Garcia plowing over the left tackle. Picked up a couple of hard-earned yards. It'll be second down and goal now.
Devin Cargman making only his second collegiate start at quarterback. And as this game goes on, his passing, he's growing with confidence. He's throwing the ball well. He's seeing the field well. And his receivers are helping him out. Gardner, Floria, these guys are making plays.
That was a beautifully thrown pass to Gardner. It gets him in the red zone in a goal-to-goal situation. Second down and goal from the 6, and that's Gardner in motion. Garcia. This has not been able to get into that second level. It's clogged up right there in the middle of the field. Third and goal. He lost a yard, pushed back by Tyler Jackson, and it will be third and goal from the 7. A 17 all tie right now, 9:40 to go, third quarter. Kent State 1-10. They are certainly making this more than interesting. Visiting Northern Illinois Huskies. They've won 11 of the last 12 meetings against Kent State. Cardman, play action to Garcia. Now he'll throw it, and it is tipped but incomplete. Looking for big tight end Justin Holmes in the end zone. Defended by Deron Gilbert. We'll see it again right here. Holmes just able to get a hand on it, but no chance to catch it.
19 catches on the season for Justin Holmes, one of their more reliable targets. And unfortunately, even with his 6'3 frame, unable to get to that ball, Cargman just sailed it a little bit in the field goal unit, and Andrew Glass is out on the field.
25-yard attempt. Held just inside the right hash mark. Snap and hold good. The kick on the way. He blasts that one through, no question, for Andrew Glass. And Kent State takes the lead 20-17. Midway through quarter number 3 here at Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio. Huskies ball when we come back.
Oh, sick headphones. Mine barely work.
Oh, these are great. You should get them.
I know. I really need a new pair.
See ya.
I want to spend my life with a girl like you. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba. Till that time has come that we might live as one. Can I dance with you? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba.
Boom, 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 boom. Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
Amanda?
Hi, Amanda. Come on in. Nice to finally meet you.
Thanks so much for inviting me in.
Come take a seat.
Rated teen.
I was abducted by the RDA. Now that I'm free, I'll fight for Pandora.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, available December 7th.
PlayStation.
There is a house in New Orleans. They call
Your story, your poem. The new red parfum, Ralph Lauren. At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
Well, Kent State takes the lead on the 25-yard field goal by Andrew Glass, and it's been nothing like poor production today for Kent State. One of their best games against an FBS opponent all year, Ryan.
Yeah, 20 points. You see that, and this is a team that has been shut out from getting in the end zone in 5 games. But they're coming out. You know, it's all about the effort and the energy. And, I do believe Devin Kargman, the quarterback, has given them a spark. Of course, Tommy Ulatowski, Michael Limo, both injured. They've taken the bulk of the snaps from the quarterback position for Kent State throughout the year. And Kargman, the sophomore from Camden, New Jersey, again, has provided a spark. He's thrown the ball very well, and he's spreading the ball around to his receivers.
6 of 13 today for Kargman, 122 yards and a touchdown. This one brought back by Dozier, Billy Dozier, the junior out of New Lenox, Illinois, near Chicago. It's out to about the 27-yard line. Here come the Huskies now. Down by 3 with Rocky Lombardi and guys like Trayvon Rudolph in the receiving core. You're never out of a ball game.
No, Rocky Lombardi, the transfer from Michigan State, where he played for 3 years in his 7th year of college football. Now, that never used to be a possibility. And this thing called COVID happened, and now you have all different colored shirts. You could red shirt, you could gray shirt, you could do a lot of different things. And that's how you end up playing 7 years. He's thrown for over 7,000 yards in his collegiate career.
Nice hole up the middle that time by Gavin Williams, and he runs right through it. Got close to first down yardage. A couple yards short. Second down and 2 to go.
And I'm wondering what's going on with Ontario Brown, their outstanding running back, who has only had 1 carry. He's not in the game now. But going back to Rocky Lombardo, over 7,000 yards. Coming into this game, I don't know, I guess because the field has yards, but he's thrown for just under 4 miles of yardage.
In fact, we believe he'll pass 4 miles today with any kind of a
That's right.
performance. Nice run up the middle as, again, Williams takes the direct snap. And up the middle he goes. First down yardage for Northern Illinois. They've used that Wildcat formation to great effectiveness today.
Yes, they had Billy Dozier comes back in for the Huskies. If you can get into the Wildcat, you have an extra blocker because you could split Rocky Lombardi, the quarterback, out wide. You still have to respect him. You got to cover him. And now you're basically running your quarterback who's a running back, and that always gives the team an advantage.
Lombardi directing traffic here. First down from the 49-yard line. Williams kind of hesitated for a moment, then he got hit and dropped by the Golden Flashes. Still managed to move forward and get some positive yardage there. C.J. West makes the stop. Second down and about 6 to go. Approaching the 7-minute mark of the third quarter here in a tight ball game. 20-17, Kent State leading it on the Andrew Glass field goal just moments ago. Rocky Lombardi limited to just 4 games a year ago. He runs out of the formation. They'll snap it to Williams, Gavin Williams, and he motors forward to about the 44-yard line. Pickup of 3.
Collie Saunders. And there you see Ontario Brown, the potentially all-MAC first-team running back who has been the engine behind this offense. And, again, no helmet on. That's never a good sign when you're an offensive player and the offense is on the field and you don't have your helmet with you.
And now looking at a 3rd down and 3 without Brown. Williams is the man. He'll get the handoff and gets tackled from behind It'll depend on the spot here. I think he's a little bit short. Nicely done by the Golden Flashes.
Yeah, well, there's Bryce Shepard.
Yeah.
He came up from the free safety position. I think Baca was in there as well. But look at the flow, and then Bryce Shepard comes in and cuts him down.
And Nick Jackalone, I think, made first contact, and then Shepard was right there. And that forces a fourth down.
Luke Flory was back deep to return the punt, came sprinting off.
So no one is back deep for the Golden Flashes right now. 4th and 2. And that's Brown in there who took the direct snap. So he's got his helmet on now, partner.
Penn State.
Yes, he does.
30
Like
seconds
the
left.
Golden Flashes will take a timeout here. They announced this as a 30-second timeout. 8:33 showing on the clock. Kent State 20, Northern Illinois 17. Again, talking a little bit about Rocky Lombardi. We've thrown out a lot of his superlatives. He had a 1-yard game-winning touchdown run in their season opener against Boston College on the 2nd of September. That was in overtime to stun the Eagles and get Northern off to a tremendous start this 2023 campaign. Their 18th overall all-time win against a Power 5 opponent. They call it a boneyard win at Northern Illinois. Lombardi vacates. They give it to Brown, and he will plow forward, and looks like he has it. Needed to get to about the 41.5-yard line. He got the first down. It was not without a fight from Kent State, though.
He's a powerful running back, almost 220 pounds, puts his shoulder down, keeps a leg drive moving, and he just picks up enough for the first down. But back out of the game. So you look at these numbers, 280 versus Akron on only 13 carries. He's got 84 yards here today. And again, back on the sidelines.
Got him the first down. That play was busted. Lombardi goes down in a heap. Looking for somebody to hand it off to. Everybody was running in different directions. So that'll be a loss of about 6 yards.
Oh, this is a miscommunication. He tries to go one way and it looks like he just loses his footing to fall down. But he was looking for Gavin Williams to hand it off to. Williams went left. Rocky was looking right. Busted play for Northern Illinois.
They got the big first down. Now they'll be well behind the sticks. 2nd down and 15 from the 46-yard line. Operating in Kent State territory. Flashes by 3. 4 to go here in the third quarter. Lombardi, deep drop. There it goes downfield. This one is going to be almost intercepted. The Flashes converged and knocked the ball away from each other.
Well, you had Bryce Shepard back with Josh Baca, and Rocky Lombardi just threw a up for grabs.
Yeah, Baca had this one all the way until he collided with Bryce Shepard. Bryce Shepard will lobby for a PBU on that. 3rd down, 15 to go. Boy, what a break for Northern Illinois. That ball had INT written all over it.
And he's still got a lot of work to do here to get the first down yardage.
3rd and 15. Nice protection, but he has to run for it. Everybody covered downfield. Now here's a deep ball, and that one is caught at the 2. Unbelievable.
Wow.
Dane Partridge. We'll see if they take another look at this, Ryan, but
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Defense, number 6. That penalty will be added on to the end of the run, half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
So you hear the announcement there from referee Jeremy Valentine. They roughed Lombardi. Incredible catch by Partridge. And now they'll move it another yard ahead to the 1.
How about Rocky Lombardi hanging in the pocket, buying himself time, takes a shot as he delivers about a 50-yard strike downfield to Partridge.
They hurry to the line. 1st and goal from the 1-yard line for Northern Illinois. Boy, what a sequence of events. Lombardi, he plows in for the TD. Northern Illinois takes the lead on a 1-yard touchdown run by Rocky Lombardi. And that makes it 23-20 Huskies.
Well, it wasn't easy for Northern Illinois. I mean, they had to make some real plays on this drive. And Rocky Lombardi taking it in himself. 5th rushing touchdown of the season for the 7th-year senior, Rocky Lombardi.
Well, everybody in the stadium was expecting that to go to Ontario Brown. But Lombardi pulls it back and runs it in. Here is the kick up by Cannon Woodhill. He knocks it through. He's been very accurate today. And the lead swings back to Northern Illinois, 24-20 Huskies. More to come from Kent coming up.
Live sports.
The love that goes into a Subaru comes out when Subaru and our retailers share the love. 116,000 animals supported, 3,300 wishes granted, 4.3 million meals provided, and over 400 national parks protected. Be a part of something bigger. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
Hey. Hi. Hey. Thank you. Nice to know. Cheers. Oh my goodness.
People are choosy. And people can choose from different types of COVID-19 vaccines, too. The Novavax COVID-19 vaccine adjuvanted is a protein-based choice. It has not been approved by the FDA, but it has been authorized for emergency use as a COVID-19 vaccine for people ages 12 and up. The Novavax vaccine is not an mRNA vaccine. Instead, it uses traditional protein-based technology to help protect against COVID-19. Don't get the vaccine if you've had an allergic reaction to it or its ingredients. Serious allergic reactions can happen. Cases of myocarditis and pericarditis have occurred. Side effects may include injection site reactions, fatigue, muscle pain, headache, joint pain, nausea or vomiting, and others. Ask your doctor or pharmacist if this vaccine is right for you. Find the Novavax vaccine and fact sheet at findnovavax.com.
Hey, deal lovers, here's something new.
Having good taste shouldn't cost you a good deal. And in this hut, $7 gets you both.
The all-new $7 Deal Lovers menu at Pizza Hut.
Because it's only a deal if you love it.
I'm coming in hot.
In the wilderness, fearless and human. Sauvage, Elixir, Dior.
At Macy's, the fragrance destination.
UFC 296. Buy it on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
It's in-season tournament time. It's NBA on ESPN time.
Well, we have two teams battling it out today here at Dix Stadium on the campus of Kent State. 24-20 NIU. Here's some other scores from this week in Mid-American Conference action. That Miami and Ball State game, very competitive. See another big win for Ohio. There's the MAC championship game coming up next Saturday, the 2nd of December. You can see it on ESPN. A noon kickoff from Ford Field. We're ready for the kickoff here. Northern Illinois pocketing 7. Xavier Williams asked for a fair catch at about the 7-yard line, so they'll bring that back out to the 20. And your read on all the fair catches today?
Well,
hardly any returns.
No, only one. The last one from Northern Illinois, they got it out to about the 24-yard line. But maybe these teams feel like we'll just take it at the 25. But it is an unusually large number of fair catches.
On kickoffs.
On kickoffs.
Punts, you expect that from time to time. 1st and 10. Football placed at the 25-yard line on the fair catch.
Oof. Gavin Williams bounces off a defender.
They're pushing that pile a little further toward the 30, maybe to the 29-yard line. Pickup of 4. We're in the late stages of the third quarter. And, boy, I keep going back to that great catch by Dane Partridge at the 2-yard line. Just an incredible grab, cradling that ball before it hit the turf. And that was on a play where Lombardi was scrambling. And it just kind of became sandlot football there, Ryan.
You know, we've seen some great catches this afternoon. And they didn't even look at that one. Partridge just did a nice job getting his hands underneath the football with the defender on his back.
Cargman to throw it. One-on-one coverage, far side of the field, incomplete. Looking for Trell Harris down there. Well defended by Jacob Finley, the corner.
I'd like to see this again. It looked like Trell Harris had a chance to catch this football.
Boy, Cargman has been right on target with a lot of these throws.
He throws a really nice deep pass. Take a look at this.
Yeah, maybe another one that hits the receiver right in the hands there, Ryan.
Sure did.
It's been kind of the story of the day for Devin Cargman. Cargman 122 yards today and a touchdown. That is handed off to Gavin Garcia. Across the 30 to the 31, but that leaves Kent State in a 4th down situation. So this drive stalls out. 3 and out. Deron Gilbert on the stop of Garcia.
Yeah, Ray Thomas was in there as well. Just so active from the defensive end spot.
And Josh Smith will come on to punt this one away. Cargman, by the way, last week, 5 of 12, 52 yards, took 3 sacks in that blowout loss against Ball State. Short kick. No fair catch that time. And a immediate tackle by the Golden Flashes as that was hauled in by Dane Partridge, but he had nowhere to go with it. Nick Jackalone.
Good job. Kick coverage by Jackalone. So last week you mentioned Cargman came in and the offensive game plan they had was more designed for Alimo, or Ulatowski rather, more of a running quarterback, which Cargman is not. Kent State felt like coming into this game they were going to have a better game plan that suits Devin Cargman's skill set a little bit better. And we've seen that thus far. Again, 20 points, good output for the offense for Kent State, even though it's Northern Illinois and Rocky Lombardi on the field now.
Another heavy dose of Gavin Williams. We've got a battle today of the Gavins. Kevin Garcia for Kent State, Gavin Williams for Northern Illinois. We've seen precious little of Ontario Brown here in this second half, although he came in last series and got him a big first down.
Yeah, it's just interesting what's, without knowing what's going on, that you have, Ontario Brown appears to be healthy enough to play. We just haven't seen him very much.
Tight formation here. Lombardi takes the snap, turns around, hands it off, and a big run. This is Williams to the 40, caught in Kent State territory as he crosses the 35-yard line, forced out by Xavier Coakley. But a massive run there into Kent State territory.
Really nice job by these offensive linemen to seal the edge and allow Gavin Williams to hit the sideline.
About a 26-yard pickup there and a first down. And here come the Huskies right now, Ryan. They got the big stop after the touchdown. And now they are marching with a 4-point lead. Less than a minute to go here in the third quarter. Lines are down and Lombardi ready to take the snap. Play action, he will run with it. Slides down near the 25-yard line. He'll be short of the first down by a couple of yards. We'll see if that's the final play of the third quarter. 24-20 Northern Illinois. Nice run by Lombardi. You had Brown in there that time, Ryan.
Yeah, and there's Hammock telling him, hold on, we're going to take this to the quarter, and he's getting pumped up. I love the decision-making process by Rocky Lombardi. He had tight end Tristan Tavis available, but he decided to tuck it and run.
Well, incredible quarter for Northern Illinois. They're back in the lead. They have the ball deep in Kent State territory. Our fourth quarter will get underway after we pause for this timeout.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools.
The love that goes into a Subaru comes out when Subaru and our retailers share the love. 116,000 animals supported. 3,300 wishes granted, 4.3 million meals provided, and over 400 national parks protected. Be a part of something bigger. Get a new Subaru during the Share the Love event, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
Cracked windshield on your new car? Bring it to Safelite. My customer was enjoying her new car when her windshield cracked. She didn't take it to the dealer. She scheduled with Safelite. We have the latest technology for the newest vehicles, and we do more replacements and recalibrations than anyone else.
Thank you so much.
Don't wait. Schedule now.
Safelite Repair, Safelite Replace.
We're an unflinching, undeniable force.
Just can't say enough about it.
That's our move. A new season of women's college hoops on the networks of ESPN.
Million viewers tuned in. All eyes were on her.
Women's college basketball has arrived. We've moved you. Now you feel it. We're an unflinching, undeniable force.
Just can't say enough about it.
Everybody has a single swag.
Unstoppable.
That's our move. Number 4, Iowa versus Iowa State. Wednesday at 7 on ESPN2. Number 4, Iowa versus Iowa State. Wednesday at 7 on ESPN2.
Jimmy, my man up there, we are not going to stop chasing the dream to beat cancer.
You're stronger than you know.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus.
Northern Illinois leading Kent State as we go to the fourth quarter, 24-20. I want to take time to say congratulations and good luck to the legendary voice of the Northern Illinois Huskies, Bill Baker. He's broadcasting today's game on NIU Radio, his 44th season as the voice of the Huskies. He's retiring at the end of this football season. Today, Ryan, is his 519th NIU football broadcast. He's a great colleague, great guy, and we wish all the best to Bill Baker.
I'd like to know, has he missed a game in 44 years? How do you go back and track how many broadcasts you did, you know?
I think he's missed very few and far between, if any. But incredible career as the voice of Huskies football and basketball. And a good friend of mine, Andy Garcia, will be taking over for Bill. And so we wish him the best of luck as well. Great people. So we're underway in the fourth quarter here. And NIU with the ball at the Kent State 26-yard line. Just have to feel, Ryan, right now, this possession is critical for both teams. Lombardi on the move, fires a pass, tipped and almost picked off. Looking over the top to Tristan Hughes, the tight end.
Yeah, they're going to bring out the field goal unit. Going back to Bill Baker, they talked to him before the game and said, hey, listen, if you guys win, you get a bowl game. What are your thoughts? And he said, Bahamas is nice in December.
He would not argue with that, extending his career one more game down there, I don't think.
No, I mean, if you're going to end 44 years somewhere, the Bahamas is a pretty nice place to call your last game.
All right, so that was a big stop. It forces 4th down and 3. The ball is on the 26. Here's a 43-yard field goal attempt, plenty of distance, and it is no good. Missed it off to the left. Cannon Woodhill just missed the field goal. It'll stay a 4-point NIU lead, so the Flashes hold. They'll get the ball when we come back.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals.
What I feel in my heart during the Subaru Share the Love event, it's just so rewarding.
We believe in love, not just our customers, but also our community.
And the Subaru Share the Love event is truly an example of that.
Over $285 million donated is phenomenal.
It absolutely sets us apart from all other car companies.
Right now, get a new Subaru, and Subaru and our retailers will donate $300 to charity.
Get 2.9% APR financing on a new 2024 Outback during the 2023 Subaru Share the Love event.
BMW, Freightliner, Ford, and many more of the world's leading brands hire Universal Technical Institute grads. And now we're expanding to new industries. Since 1965, UTI has become known for its training in fields like auto, diesel, and welding. And with new programs coming in fields like aviation maintenance, HVACR, and wind energy, you can get more. Don't wait. Now's the time to train for a career you're passionate about. Visit uti.edu today.
Foul time. We showed up. Let's show out.
3, 2, 1.
Game time. Come on.
Get low, then pick up. Get your hands in the air. It's a stick up. Shake your tambourines, moving quicker. Yeah, I'm shaking down the town. Get the picture.
I got you, baby.
Moving on the floor, gotta love that. How she keep it going on, gotta love that. To the beat like a pro, know you love that. Shake it to the flow. Gotta love that.
While corporations love their jargon, farmers prefer to tell it like it is. So when we say 96% of Illinois farms are owned and operated by families, we're not exaggerating. Illinois family farmers. We are the 96%.
That's our move. A new season of women's college hoops on the networks of ESPN.
Early fourth quarter here at Kent State, 14:03 to go. NIU guarding a precarious 4-point lead against the upstart Golden Flashes. You see the second half has really been NIU's strength this year in many of these ball games.
Yeah, and I always say how a team comes out in the second half tells you how good your coach is. And we're looking at Thomas Hammock. These numbers here show that they're making, not just Coach Hammock, but his whole staff, they're making the appropriate halftime adjustments, and they're getting their kids ready to come play for the second half. That stat's really impressive.
Here's Cardman, had to pump fake, and a late delivery over on the far side of the field. I believe that's Floria, who went down to the turf to haul in another catch. 11 yards on the pickup. Luke Floria. He is just catching everything today. It's like the return of Stickum.
Fred Blitnikoff would be proud. What a hit.
Handoff taken there by Jalen Thomas. We hadn't seen him since maybe the first quarter, Ryan. He got the bulk of the carries, and he was absolutely leveled that time by Roy Williams, the defensive end.
Yeah, as soon as Thomas spun, Williams running down the line of scrimmage from the left to the right. Crushes Jalen Thomas.
He'll stay in. 24-20, Northern Illinois. The field goal went wide left, so the Flashes got a big stop. Cardman play action. Wings a pass, tipped up, incomplete. Looking over on the far side to Jameel Gardner. Broken up by the Huskies.
That's the second time on this drive. The first down was a completed pass. This one broken up. It's the second time that Cardman has pump faked and been a little bit unsure about throwing the ball, and that's Javon Bird, number 2, who's in coverage. He's their man-to-man lockdown corner. You know he's good when you just don't mention his name. You know, it's like an offensive lineman. They're just if you never mention a corner's name, it means they're not throwing at him or they're not completing it on him. Floria,
catch and run. 40, 45, and out of bounds for first down yardage. Caught that ball right in the middle of the field and was able to shake the aforementioned Javon Bird and run for another first down. Cargman had an empty backfield there. Pressure was coming. He was able to get rid of it over the middle to Floria.
Javon Bird was looking for a block in the back, and you saw him go flying there. He was pleading his case from the turf, but it fell on deaf ears, Dave. First down, Kent State.
New play call sent in from the Kent State sideline. Matt Johnson is the offensive coordinator. Low snap to Cargman. And Jalen Thomas running straight ahead. No room. We hit the 12-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Tight ball game. One possession game. Northern Illinois fighting tooth and nail, trying to get that 6th victory, which is the watershed level for bowl eligibility. A chance to play another game around the holidays, New Year's bowl season. Golden Flash is trying to snap an 8-game losing streak, as they would love to do that and head into year 2 of the Kenny Burns era on a winning note. By the way, Kenny had a birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, Coach.
Cargman to Garcia. Kept the legs churning, got maybe to the 50. That would be a 3-yard pickup. Denied by Tyler Jackson, the linebacker. Third down coming up for the Golden Flashes. On the day, Kent State 6 of 12. See what Northern dials up defensively here. What's on your mind for Kent State on this big third down?
I mean, I like to see them look for Justin Holmes in the left slot, the big body target, put him over the middle, and that's the easiest, most direct pass for a quarterback. Holmes, 6'3", 237, wearing number 85.
Cargman looks over the middle on a slant. It's caught by Gardner. He's off to the races, to the 20, to the 10. He will score. Touchdown, Kent State.
Also wouldn't mind a pass to Jameel Gardner on the outside and let him do his thing. Turns on the Jets into the end zone, and Jameel Gardner has helped the Golden Flashes reclaim the lead. We got a shocker brewing here in Kent, Ohio. Look at Gardner, splits the defense. Looked like they misread the speed. Gardner gets in the end zone. Kent State refuses to go away.
That is his first touchdown reception of the season. It goes for 50 yards. And the Andrew Glass point after attempt is successful. Kent State goes up 27-24. 10:23 to go in regulation. More to come after we pause for this timeout.
Holy cannoli, look at this. It's like a science project.
Ordering lunch. Easy for you and me, but can be so difficult for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
Are those all different lettuces?
Yes, sir. Brown rice, white rice, or quinoa.
We're gonna need a minute.
Do you have any food allergies?
Well, my teeth are sensitive to cold.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
That'll be $19.45. Oh, I'm just paying for my own salad.
Nissan has a car for everyone.
every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
When you're launching a new product with a tight deadline,
2 weeks?
Grammarly's tone suggestions can help motivate your team with a positive approach. Because you know we got work to do. Looking good, team. When it's time to pitch your product to clients, a more personable and friendly approach can help sell it. And look, they bought it all. With Grammarly, getting the tone just right makes a big impact on your team's success. Download at Grammarly.com today.
There's Jameel Gardner, who caught that pass, ran it for 50 yards and a score. The sophomore puts Kent State ahead 27-24 as we have 10:23 to go here in the fourth quarter. And just back and forth we go, Ryan Cavanaugh, as each team seems to throw a haymaker and then the other responds. What a game we have brewing.
Yeah, what a fun football game, and I'm excited to see how Northern Illinois responds. This is what we expected, talking to both football programs and their coaches this week. They both said that, you know, these guys for Northern Illinois, they just want one more game. They're not done playing with each other. And for Kent State, with all these young guys, so many of them will be coming back in this football program and culture that Coach Kenny Burns is building. They spoke about how much it meant to them.
Another fair catch. Started at the 25-yard line. Well, Kenny Burns gave us the quote the other day on the conference call: a hungry team is a dangerous team, and he felt his Flashes were hungry for a victory here on this final day. They were not going to just sort of chalk it up and move on into the offseason without a fight.
Yeah, Kenny Burns, he'd be a quote machine at times. Said throughout the year we told our team, be better, not bitter. And that's really the message all season, knowing, this is the definition of a rebuild. And it wasn't like Colorado where you have 3 returning starters, but they got a bunch of guys coming in from other places. This was who they have and 3 returners, and I think that the effort level I'm seeing today speaks volumes about the culture and what Kent State is building here.
Yeah, not only having to deal with the defections and the transfers, but the injuries. Gavin Garcia on the first carry. He'll stay in the backfield behind, or I should say Gavin Williams. He'll stay in the backfield behind Rocky Lombardi. Lombardi, the 7th-year senior. He'll try and engineer a drive here to put Northern Illinois in the lead. Plenty of game time left, 9:44. Keep it on the ground for 2 successive plays, and it's a short 3rd down. Williams stopped there by Stephen Daly, the defensive end out of Winchester, PA.
Gavin Williams, the leading ball carrier with attempts. That's 11 carries. Ontario Brown, 10. Last week, Gavin Williams, 9 rushes for 40 yards. And again, 11 carries, 73 yards for Williams.
3rd down and 3 from the 32. Pass thrown and caught. That's Williams out of the backfield over the boundary near the 45-yard line. A 1st down for NIU.
Heavy workload for Gavin Williams. 22nd catch of the season for Williams.
He is always a very formidable receiving option, as we saw right there. That's a 12-yard pickup. 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Brown is back in, and he will get the handoff. And he carries a couple of flashes with him, close to the 49-yard line.
Kylie Saunders came up to make the play.
Saunders, the transfer out of Purdue, 26 tackles coming into the ball game. We're in the 4th quarter. It's crunch time. Kent State up by 3.
For an injured defensive player.
Looks like there is an injured Kent State player. They will administer some aid. And while they do that, we'll step aside for this timeout. Back with more college football in just a moment.
Introducing Stocks by the Slice from Fidelity. Now you can trade stocks and ETFs for any amount you choose, instead of buying by the share, all with no commissions. Stocks by the Slice from Fidelity. Get your slice today.
Boom, 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 boom. Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
Oh, sick headphones. Mine barely work. Oh, these are great. You should get them. I know. I really need a new pair. See ya.
I want to spend my life with a girl like you. Ba 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 ba. Till that time has come that we might live as one. Can I dance with you? Ba 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 ba.
Huh. Okay. You a glitzy glammy. Super snazzy. A real saucy boss. Dynamite. Don't I know it? Style maestro. Thanks. It's Old Navy.
When you're launching a new product with a tight deadline,
2 weeks?
Grammarly's tone suggestions can help motivate your team with a positive approach. Because you know we got work to do. Looking good, team. When it's time to pitch your product to clients, a more personable and friendly approach can help sell it. And look, they bought it all. With Grammarly, getting the tone just right makes a big impact on your team's success. Download at Grammarly.com today.
Along with our producer, Mike Bacon, our director, John Staley, all of our ESPN crew, we welcome you back to Dick's Stadium. David Wilson, Ryan Cavanaugh on duty here. In a tight ball game, Kent State up by 3, 27-24. The Jameel Gardner 50-yard touchdown pass from Devin Cardman has been the difference maker. And so now Northern with the ball, 2nd down and 5 at the 49-yard line.
It's starting to feel like one of those games where the last team with the football is the one who's going to win. Ooh, reverse.
Coming to the right side with Trayvon Rudolph, and he outruns the Flashes all the way into the red zone and finally run out of bounds by Bryce Shepard. But a massive gain for Northern Illinois as they come up with the trick play. Rudolph runs around the right side. And right now, Northern Illinois in business at the 17-yard line. That is a 34-yard run.
Well, Rudolph's the guy. They have to try and find different ways to get him the football. He's an excellent pass catcher, but if you can get him the ball in space, whether you throw it or you hand it off, you want to do that. He's a difference maker for the Northern Illinois offense.
Here is a direct snap to Williams. Got tripped up, ankle tackle at the 5-yard line. He took the snap right out of the Wildcat, ran straight up the middle, and it will be 1st and goal for the Huskies.
Bryce Shepard just trips up Gavin Williams. Look at the blocking. Bryce Shepard and Williams tries as he can to maintain his balance. Unable to.
Ball is resting at the 2-yard line for Northern Illinois. You had the big run by Rudolph, and then the nice run on the direct snap to Williams. Lombardi has it in his hands. They'll go to Williams. He gets knocked down. I don't think he got there, and the Flashes come up with a big stop.
That was a big-time play by Syed Abu Hamded, the true freshman middle linebacker wearing number 51. Watch Abu Hamded come through, trip him up. Beautiful job.
Now they have had to plug in some players in those linebacker spots due to injuries. That was a big play right there. Lombardi trying to sneak it the final yard. No signal yet. Looks like there is a pile up right on top of the goal line. Maybe looking at a 3rd and goal here from the 1-inch line.
The ruling on the field to the runner is short of the goal line. 3rd down.
Rocky Lombardi's looking over to his sideline saying, I got in the end zone. They might wait to see if they elect to review this. The problem with reviewing something like this, I mean, he's well into the end zone there. Unless he's holding the ball with his ankles, I think he's in the end zone. You saw the full helmet and shoulder pads cross the line. At least from my vantage point, that's what I'm seeing, David.
Now they are going to line up here. And now the officials.
The field was the runner short of the goal line. That play is under further review.
You heard the whistles blow. They will review it. And Ryan, based on that last replay we had from the goal line cam, it looks like this will be ruled a touchdown, but we'll see.
I mean, his entire upper body appears to be in the end zone.
If it is a touchdown, it will allow Northern Illinois to take the lead. There's Lombardi, number 12. Obviously sort of peeking his helmet up there.
And you see the fullback Brock Lampe. And knowing that Lombardi is theirs, this is Lombardi's helmet, well in. And Lampe's almost in the end zone, and he's behind Rocky Lombardi.
It did not look like Lombardi was on the ground. He was on top of other players and being pushed from behind. So we'll see how they sort this out. But a big response here by Northern Illinois. Obviously, if they rule that he was down, the ball is at the 1-inch line, they'll have another shot. But what a response by the Huskies after Kent State took the lead on that big play to Gardner.
That was a workmanlike drive down the field. That's what you expect with a veteran team, a veteran offensive line, and a veteran quarterback. And we're going to get the official announcement here.
After review, the ruling on the field stands as called. It's 3rd down.
So 3rd down and goal, and I don't know if we can get a shot there. It looks like the nose of the football maybe is less than an inch from the goal line. See if they bring in Ontario Brown. It looks like Brock Lampe will stay in, the fullback. And there is your shot. Slimmest of margins here. Kent State looking to dial up a couple of big defensive plays to try and keep the lead. It is Lampe, the fullback. He is the lone setback behind Lombardi. They'll try and sneak it again. And that time, Lombardi is successful with some assistance from Lampe behind. He gets the touchdown. It'll go down as a 1-yard touchdown run, his second of the day, and Northern Illinois takes the lead 30-27.
It's a really nice push up front by the offensive line from Northern Illinois. You see John Champ, number 76, playing right guard. Pete Nigra, number 50, playing center. And the 6'3" Rocky Lombardi gets right behind him, puts the Huskies back on top.
Trying to make it a 4-point lead. This is an important extra point. It is kicked up and through by Cannon Woodhill. So we'll take a timeout here. 4:45 left. A competitive ball game right now. Northern in the lead by 4.
Holy cannoli, look at this. It's like a science project.
Ordering lunch. Easy for you and me, but can be so difficult for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
Are those all different lettuces?
Yes, sir. Brown rice, white rice, or quinoa.
We're gonna need a minute.
Do you have any food allergies?
Well, my teeth are sensitive to cold.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
That'll be $19.45. Oh, I'm just paying for my own salad.
Nissan has a car for everyone.
Every driver who wants more.
More turbo.
More freedom.
More electric.
At Nissan, more is all we do.
Fashion always came easy to me. Then I transitioned to television, and the fashion critics said, play it safe. No bright colors, no chest hair. So I decided to call an audible. Because when I'm around beautiful garments, I'm not creating a look or a style. I'm telling a story. My inspiration? A weekend spent with a lumberjack. London's sprawling underworld. It's everywhere if you're listening.
Now get the best of Audible for just $5.95 a month for 4 months at audible.com.
Rated Teen.
I was abducted by the RDA. Now that I'm free, I'll fight for Pandora.
Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, available December 7th.
PlayStation.
Live.
Well, the Northern Illinois Huskies, with that touchdown, they take the lead by 4. And so they are trying to join a group of teams that could potentially play in one of these bowls that are tied in with the Mid-American Conference. You see some of the opposing conferences and the dates of some of these postseason games. And a 9-play, 75-yard drive to take the lead. That is answering the call, Ryan.
Absolutely. Notice Bahamas is not on there, but Tucson, Arizona is. So maybe the legendary announcer Bill Baker for Northern Illinois will end it in very similar climate.
From the 3-yard line, that's brought back by Bryce Shepard. There's a flag down. We've had precious few flags today. But there is one as they will try and unsort the pile.
As soon as you said that, when I saw that flag come out, I almost forgot what they were. We've
During the return, holding number 85 of the receiving team. Penalized half the distance to the goal. 1st and 10, Kent.
Yeah, grand total of 6 flags today. 4:38 to go here in regulation. Well, if you have possession of the football, if you're Kent State now, Ryan, how might you approach this drive if you're Kenny Burns and Matt Johnson?
Do what you're doing. You're moving the ball very well. Get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Floria, Gardner, 4:30, plenty of time to work. Now you need to get 7, but that's an eternity to drive the field.
Gavin Garcia is to the left of Cargman. Play action. Pass airborne. Caught at the 20. Nice job by Gardner. Got an extra 6 yards. 1st down, Kent State.
Yeah, I mean, and what I mean is, you want to play with some urgency, but you don't have to get outside of what you're doing.
1st and 10. Hansen made the stop for Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois' defense has been heralded all season. Cargman goes deep down the right sideline, overshoots his target, which was Gardner, step for step with Marion Knighton.
Good coverage by Knighton. Looked like Jameel Gardner might have stopped his route at some point.
I thought the same thing, Ryan. Kind of broke that off. 2nd down and 10 from the 25. Cargman making his 2nd collegiate start. His previous start was a year ago in their rivalry game against Akron and led the Flashes to a win. Fires it over the middle to Floria. He's dangerous in open space across the 40 and tackled near the 43-yard line. That was a nice delivery from Cargman.
Well, Luke Floria just finds the open space in the middle of the field, and then little yards after the catch from Floria is so quick. And that's going to be the 7th catch for 83 yards from Luke Flory. He's got 1 receiving and 1 rushing touchdown. It's the second 2-touchdown game of the season for Floria.
Garcia, a nice spin move at the 45. Dives forward for a couple extra yards. The Flashes are moving down the field very quickly. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Northern Illinois, 31. Kent State, 27. High-stakes game for NIU. They're trying to rise to the occasion defensively. Cargman all day to throw. Fires to Floria. Caught at the Northern Illinois 44-yard line. Tackled right there. First down, Golden Flashes. Jayshon Prophet makes the stop for NIU. But Kent State getting yardage in clumps right now. Cargman again, good protection by that offensive line. Throws to Trell Harris. Clock stops as he goes out of bounds near the 37. Let's say 7-yard pickup. Second down, about 3 to go.
I'm really impressed with Devin Cargman. Just really throwing the ball well. He's getting it out quickly. Not a lot of hesitation. He's being decisive with the football, and he throws a nice deep ball. Can he get it?
Gardner down there. Again, one-on-one coverage with the aforementioned Amarian Knighton. Knighton, just a redshirt freshman out of Hollywood, Florida. He's made a couple of nice plays downfield.
Yeah, this is nothing fancy, just trying to run past him. A lot of hand-to-hand fighting there. The ball wasn't – it was a pretty well-thrown ball from Cargman. Just a little bit too much hand-to-hand from Jameel Gardner for him to continue that route and get to it.
Tight end Justin Holmes checks in. 2:20 on the clock, fourth quarter. NIU by 4. That's Trell Harris in motion. Cargman dumps it off to the tight end Holmes. Makes the catch, but a nice ankle tackle last second by Tyler Jackson. Fourth down.
That's a great read by the linebacker, Tyler Jackson Clark. As you see, they had what they wanted, tight end over the middle, and this might be the game on the line here, David.
Cargman takes the snap on fourth down. He'll throw it. Pass to Floria, deflected. It hits the turf, incomplete. Northern Illinois holds. No flags on the play. Flashes got to the line, ran the play. 4th and 2. And Floria, their go-to guy all day, was blanketed here, and a nice reach around by Prophet.
Beautiful coverage by Jayshon Prophet. You gotta like the play call. You know, you're going to your best receiver, your most sure-handed receiver, and it's right over the middle. You know, the ball didn't have to travel very far to get those 2 yards. Now Kent State with two timeouts in their pocket. Can they get Northern Illinois off the field and get the football back?
Rocky Lombardi comes back out with his offensive unit. 1:49 to go. The NIU defense bent. They did not break that time. Oh. What a play by Kent State defensively. That's C.J. West who blew up that play. And Kent State will use a timeout. My goodness, the defensive play of the day turned in by the Kent State senior.
This is 300 and
second charge timeout. Kent State, 30 seconds in length. Please set 146.
Looked like West was in the huddle.
Thank you.
He might as well have been. That is a 315-pounder. And that is a quick first step to cross the face of the offensive lineman, and almost took the handoff as Lombardi gave it to Gavin Williams.
So the clock stops with 1:46 to go in the fourth quarter. Your game reset. NIU leading by 4, 31-27. NIU has 3 timeouts left. Kent State 1. And so the Flashes in a little bit of an unfavorable situation, down to only 1 timeout. But they need another play like that, or 3.
Well, it's all about the next play. You know, if they could shut down Northern Illinois here, depending on what happens, I imagine they will use a timeout.
Huge scoring drive by Northern Illinois. Gave them the lead just moments ago. Here's Williams, who has gotten the bulk of the carries today for the Huskies. And he gets tackled well inbounds after a
third and final
running play.
Timeout.
Collie Saunders made the stop, and Kent State does use their final timeout. 31-27 NIU.
So it looks like, depending on what happens here, if Kent State can get a stop, Northern Illinois will be punting. You know, you imagine they run the clock down, the play clock down to 1 second, take a timeout, punt, and Kent State would have the ball with somewhere between 45, 50 seconds.
Ryan, I just keep going back to that catch by Dane Partridge at the 2-yard line, which helped set up an NIU touchdown. Possibly the play of the game. A lot has happened since then. Some subsequent scores, but that was a play that I think looms large in this game.
There's been a lot of big plays, especially from the wide receivers in this game.
3rd down and 10. There's Williams bouncing to the outside. Kent State in hot pursuit, and they tackle him near the 40. Well, he kept on, the 45. He just kept right on going, close to that first down marker, but it is short, and it's 4th down and about 1 to go. Flash has finally got him. Josh Baca was the guy to get him down to the turf.
Now, here's decision time here because, and again, Northern Illinois will run this down to 1 second, and then Coach Hammock will take a timeout. Yep, there he is, standing next to the official. And now it's 4th and 1. You could quarterback sneak Rocky Lombardi, get the first down. You only need a yard, but the downside of that is if you don't get it, you give Kent State the football in Northern Illinois territory.
First charge timeout, Northern Illinois. 30 seconds to
So the Huskies do take the timeout.
51 seconds on the game clock. Thank
50 seconds left. 4th down and 1 for Northern Illinois at their own 45-yard line. Take this opportunity to thank all of our great crew, led by our producer, Mike Bacon, our director, John Staley. Thank Greg Wilson, our spotter and engineer in the booth here. And boy, what a day of football it has been. And Northern has risen to the occasion. They've trailed on a number of occasions during this game. But you mentioned it earlier, Ryan, the effort brought forth by Kent State today, very impressive. I'm sure their coaching staff very pleased with the way their team has responded today. But here's another pivotal play in this MAC regular season finale. Looks like Northern will punt it away.
Got Luke Floria deep. He'd love nothing more than to try and get a return here.
Tom Foley with the kick, a high spiraling kick. Floria will try and set up for a return, but he gets wiped out at about the 8-yard line. Cyrus McGarrell comes barreling down the field, wipes out Floria. 43 seconds left. The Flashes find themselves 91 yards away. Again, it's a 4-point spread, so a field goal does them no good.
No timeouts. Devin Kargman got a chance to really put his imprint on this 2023 football season by ending it with a game-winning 91-yard drive in his first start of the season.
He gets sacked in the end zone. That should be a safety. I've not seen a call yet. It looks like they are going to rule him down outside the goal line. James Esther absolutely blew that play up. Kent State fortunate not to be called on a safety. Kargman in the hurry up. He's running for his life. Stepped out of bounds out the back of the end zone. That is a safety. Well, you talk about a defensive unit.
This quarterback stepped on the end line, resulting in a safety.
A defensive unit getting after it. Those two plays would go in some sort of a coaching clinic video.
Well, Northern Illinois wasn't content to just sit back and play defense. They were blitzing and pressuring. Cargman trying to stay in bounds. Hard to tell from right there if that happened, and I think they're going to take another look at this, perhaps, as the officials head down.
Play is under further review.
Officially 16 seconds on the clock. The safety would make it 33-27. Northern Illinois by 6.
Well, and you still have a free kick, so all is not lost if you are the Golden Flashes, but it's an uphill climb. Let's take a look at his feet here, David, and see. He's trying to toe the line, literally.
I believe just maybe a step a little bit out of our frame there, but very close on that line. Very, very close, and it was ruled a safety on the field. And we'll see how they sort it out. What a couple of plays for the Northern Illinois Huskies, looking to even up their record at 6-6. And if they are able to pull this game out, they'll be 5-3 in the MAC.
Well, that defensive line has been one of the strengths of their defense all season. James Esther, Ray Thomas. Of course, Thomas, the leading tackler, and as you said, James Esther might be the best football player on this team.
Well, Rocky Lombardi today, Ryan, not the gaudy numbers, such as the last time he played here when he set a MAC and NIU record with over 500 yards passing, but 9 of 18, 183 yards and a touchdown. He's also run for a couple of touchdowns. Just a very workmanlike field general performance, rising to the occasion. And really just found the openings that he had presented to him, whether it was passing or running the football.
You know, it's interesting when you look at both of these quarterbacks, the dynamics between them. You've got Rocky Lombardi, Michigan State transfers, played so much college football between there and in DeKalb. 7th year. And you have Devin Cargman making only a second start. Came in with 5 of 12 passing. There's a look at him.
I think it's that step right there that would suggest that he was on the boundary line. Yeah, to your point, Ryan, today is Rocky Lombardi's 52nd career college football game.
That's a lot of football.
And so by contrast, Devin Cargman playing in his 9th.
Yeah, and you know that 9 number is a little deceiving. You know, the 2 starts is probably a little more impactful because, you know, you can go in there and take a couple snaps when the game's out of hand and kneel it down or maybe throw a pass. That counts as a game played. The majority of Rocky's 50-some-odd games are all starts.
Right.
Where unless something happened to him, he's playing the whole game. But both of these quarterbacks played admirably tonight, made some really nice throws, and had some wide receivers make some big-time impact plays.
I think they have wrapped up the review.
After reviewing the play, the quarterback's foot was never out of bounds completely. Because the clock was running and the whistle was blown, we're going to replay the down at the half-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. However, a 10-second runoff will apply. Please set the game clock to 6 seconds. The clock will start on the ready for play.
Well, you heard all of that delivered by Jeremy Valentine. No safety. So it's still 31-27. Football is at the 1-inch line, and only 6 seconds remain in the game.
Talk about good news, but also bad news if you're Kent State. The 10-second runoff certainly hurts. Now, Northern Illinois, they've got 8 guys deep.
Here's a pass to Floria. He's looking to lateral it, and he does so to Trell Harris. It's a rugby match right now. Ball ends up loose in the end zone, picked up by the Flashes. It's still a live ball, and I think it is finally knocked down by Northern Illinois. The hook and ladder got pushed all the way back into the end zone. The time has expired. I'm looking to see if there's a flag on the play or not.
I think there's a flag, but it's for an illegal forward pass, but it was intercepted by Northern Illinois, so I believe they could decline it and have a touchdown here.
There will be one last officials conference here.
We've had more replays than flags.
There's no question.
During the down, there were 2 illegal forward passes thrown by the offense. Both of those penalties will be declined because the second illegal forward pass caught in the end zone by the defense, resulting in a touchdown for Northern Illinois. That's the end of the game.
So NIU picks up their 6th win of the season, and they do so by foiling a hook and ladder play by the Golden Flashes. It turns into a touchdown for NIU. What a finish. The Golden Flashes with a spirited effort today. Ryan, your final thoughts as we watch the handshakes at midfield and a very happy bunch on the Northern Illinois side.
Well, in a game like this, you never know what to expect when Kent State is going in there knowing it's their last game. They're a one-win team. They didn't look like it tonight. They're playing a quarterback starting for the first time all season. He didn't look like it today. Northern Illinois, hats off. They had to fight, scratch, and claw, but they get that elusive 6th win. They're going bowling, and the MAC now has 6 teams that would be represented in postseason play.
Ryan, great work today. Always a pleasure to work side by side with you. Again, we thank our entire crew. What a day. Northern Illinois wins it by 10, 37-27. They will go bowling. Kent State ends their campaign at 1-11. David Wilson now saying goodbye from Kent, Ohio. We thank you for watching MACtion on ESPN.
Oh, sick headphones.